Oh snap. What's up, Yang Gang? I'm gonna start talking like a crazy person here in a second. People be looking at me funny. Alright. So, what's up, Yang Gang? The historic day continues. We are here live in Littleton, New Hampshire at the Schilling Brewery Company, and I'm telling you what, I'm already convincing people to stay and stick around and listen to this guy Andrew Yang. So, we got 3 people on. Start doing my dad dance. 8 people. Here we go. People starting to get them notifications. 10 people. Look, can I get 20 people? Can I get 20 people? What's up, Yang Gang? What's up, Yang Gang? Feather, what's up? All right, we're at 15 people. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody must be getting the word out about these live streams. Have you had a chance to buy pants? No. I have not had a chance to buy pants. But I got pants on. Look. Hold on. That's pants, right? Okay. Yeah. I got them. These are actually pants that I picked up at Goodwill probably about a week ago. So I do got those pants. I seriously cannot find them. All you gotta do is walk all the way down the hill, Mama Yang Gang. So, yeah. So we are live here at Schilling Brewing Company on a historic day. Yang Gang, look, I'm telling you, I've been here 5 minutes and I already convinced somebody to stay, stick around, and hear Andrew Yang. I think I yanged them. They're gonna stick around. I had to buy them a beer, but they're sticking around. Thermals, yes. I got a pair on. Thermals for real. Mark Percy, thank you for the super chat. Y'all, I know, okay, and I found this out too. Do you know that YouTube takes, and they yell at our they yell at the historic live stream, man. So, I don't even know what that means. We're gonna have to dispute that too. YouTube likes to yell at everything we put out, man. It's crazy. Yang truckers came through Lexington, Kentucky the other day. Yes, they did. Rolling for Yang. Shout out to y'all. She went to the wrong building.
They're both called Schilling. One is Schilling Beer Company, one is Schilling Brewing Company. Yeah. They're right next door during Alright, I'm gonna go get them. I'm not killing
Alright, so yes, we are back. I apologize for that. We got the Wi-Fi password, so y'all make sure you tweet it out. We're good now. We got the Wi-Fi. So we probably don't even need to My bad, y'all. My bad. I thought the signal was gonna be good enough. It's crazy because like Mama's phone that we live stream from, she gets a good signal in Vermont, and I can't get a signal in Vermont. We come to New Hampshire, I've got a signal. She doesn't have a signal. It's weird. We got the same service. So anyway, we're back live. Sorry about that. This is a Schilling's Brewery Company. And what? Schilling is Bloomberg is a stronger candidate than Yang. Are you smoking crack? Get out of here. He's got money. So what? Andrew Yang's got the plans. So anyway, that's just my opinion. I mean, you're free to vote for who you want to, Ted Tillman. Go for it. I know one thing, Bloomberg ain't gonna put $1,000 a month in your pocket. Or everybody else's pocket. The homeless people on the street, he's not gonna put $1,000 a month in their pocket. So, if you join my Patreon, will I spend it on trousers? I'm not sure what trousers are. I think you're talking about pants. But I'm just picking. Yes, I mean, absolutely. We got to get winter clothes, y'all. We're up here in the cold. Ain't none of us got winter clothes, really. We got, pants. I know what trousers are. So, we are here at Schilling's Brewery Company. Shillings Brewery Company. And I had to buy somebody a beer, but they're gonna stay and they're gonna listen to Andrew Yang. And yes, that's absolutely right. Jay Tizzle, money can't buy boats. Look at style. Exactly. You know what? Okay. Russell's Pants Fun. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kira, so very much. And y'all know what's crazy? Do you know that Google takes 30% of all the super chats? Google takes 30%. You think that I don't want my freedom dividend? You better believe it. You're gonna take 30%, 30 cents of every dollar. That's crazy, man. Google, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're hitting creators over the head. That's crazy. So, exactly. Another great. Jay Tizzle is on it tonight. If y'all are watching in the chat, Jay Tizzle is on it. He says it's grassroots. Bloomberg don't stand a chance. And you are exactly right. You know who does stand a chance here in New Hampshire? Andrew Yang, y'all. This place is starting to get loud for Andrew Yang. I'm telling you, it's like we go to these events. Did y'all see how many people were there today at the historic signing of, to be on the ballot in New Hampshire? Oh my word, y'all. I mean, it was pretty incredible, and it was so funny because Joe Biden was there and his people were there. And if y'all didn't check out the live stream earlier, these jokers went to Home Depot, bought some orange tubs, right? They bought orange tubs, bought paint, painted them blue, instead of going to Lowe's and buying blue tubs. There's a Lowe's, right near where we were. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying anything. Maybe they just went by it. They never saw the Lowe's, but I figured we all got Google, right? Google Maps. That's how we get all these events. And you just type in, Lowe's. Off you go. So anyway, that was a historic event, and we had a lot more people out there for Andrew Yang than Biden had out there that I saw. I saw a few little people standing around beating a drum, and that didn't impress me. Made a lot of noise, but we were on our way into the building so that we could watch Andrew's historic moment, because that's the one that all the people are going to remember. Because now he's on the ballot in New Hampshire. Game time, baby. It's go time. Y'all, we got to get out here in the streets. So, what was obnoxious? Yeah, it was obnoxious. Jester is a Bernie supporter. She has him on her Twitter. We like Jester. Jester's cool. We've had a few conversations. But, maybe coming to all these Andrew Yang events, we'll turn it around, man. Because you know me. If I'm around you long enough, I'm gonna yang you. Believe it. So, the polls. Let's talk about the polls for a second. Y'all, we got to get him qualified for these debates. I mean, plain and simple. Yes, we can't trust the polls, right? But the fact of the matter is, he's still got to qualify. He's still got to qualify for the debates, and part of the qualifying for the debates is the polls. I'm just saying. We may have a massive turnout, but there's a whole lot of people who that don't even know about Andrew Yang. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I don't know. Hold on. Somebody said, if you're anti-Trump, then I'll stay subscribed. Well, here's the thing. I ain't anti anybody. I don't care. All I care about is getting Andrew Yang elected. And further, I know you're probably just picking, but I don't care if you stay subscribed or not, because 5 people will replace you. because Andrew Yang's message is getting out to humanity and more people. Look, we ain't even got as many subscribers as like Problem Solver Politics or Nerds for Gang or, you know, some of these bigger gang channels. So we're still gaining traction, y'all. We're like Andrew, and that's crazy. That's crazy to me that more people aren't subscribed to this channel. I mean, 8,000 I'm proud of, but I'm trying to get to like 15,000, 16,000, 20,000. Let's make Andrew Yang's voice huge, y'all. Russ's anti-$200 short social gift towards, yes, I can't stand Elizabeth Warren. Come on, are you kidding me? The man just told everybody that he was going to give $1,000 a month to all the homeless people, all the teachers, all the truck drivers, everybody. And then you want to talk about, well, you want to give $200 towards social security. What? Come on, Elizabeth Warren. You can't even, look, there ain't no way you can run this country. That woman is absurd sometimes. And I don't the only way that Elizabeth Warren supporters keep supporting Elizabeth Warren is because they don't want to listen to anything. They try to make it emotional. Well, you can't win emotional. You can only win a logical argument. So once people are in their emotions, it's over. Jay's the Great. Donate to Patreon to key supporters. Dow. We'll turn this around. Here's where he's going to be speaking. Right there. Now. Look. Y'all see that blue box back there? Y'all see that? That blue box? That's where the media has to go. Well, you see where the grassroots Yang Gang is? Snap. Here we go. This is how we do, y'all.
Check 1, 2.
Now I gotta make sure I pay for this dude's beer. Yeah. CRT, exactly. See, this is how I do for y'all. Y'all show me some love. Front row seats, baby, every time. That's how the grassroots Yang Gang rolls. Oh, my bad.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
sorry. I almost got beat up, y'all. But I got the camera rolling, so I would have it all on tape. Man, we are. Y'all make sure that you start tweeting this out. Share it. Like, share, subscribe. Donate if you can. Russ needs pants. Hashtag Russ needs pants. Well, I'll show you. Okay, so if I do my camera like this, you will see a gentleman there in a green hat. He is the gentleman that I was discussing Andrew Yang with, and he seemed very receptive, but he's a veteran, and Andrew Yang has a lot of, sound policies for veterans. And so I encouraged him to stick around. And he's a Trumper. But you know how I do. I talk Trump. That's what I do. So he's gonna stick around. He's gonna drink his beer. He's gonna enjoy it. He's gonna listen to Andrew Yang. And if he goes to walk out of here, I'm gonna buy him another beer until he does. And we'll just keep buying him beers until Andrew gets here, if that's what it takes. Hey, New Hampshire voters and Trumpers, what? He's registered independent though. He's registered independent. So we're gonna see, and we're gonna talk to him after and I told him, I was like, listen, I said, Andrew will take the time to talk to everybody in this place. before it's over. All of a sudden, I encourage you to talk to him. Ask him questions. Because you can't talk to Andrew and not connect with the man. You just can't. His humanity shows through. And that's something that you can't replace. And listen, you want to talk about this Bloomberg, you want to talk about him trying to join the race and all this, and you want to talk about Biden, and you want to talk about Elizabeth Warren. Let me tell you something you can't replace. You can't replace heart. And that's the one thing that Andrew Yang has that sets him aside from everybody else. He's got heart. And he's got a heart for humanity. And the vast majority of Americans have that same heart. That's why we keep pushing. That's why we keep busting our ass. That's why we are the greatest nation in the world. Because we got a bunch of hard-working motherfuckers out there who don't quit, who don't stop. And that's the kind of man that Andrew Yang is. And he's proved it his whole life. Look at the odds that this dude has overcome just to be where he's at right now. Think about his life. Growing up in the environment that he grew up in, being bullied and having to go and overcoming that's early life. Then think about all he's overcome to get to where he's at right now. In New Hampshire, running as the President of the United States. That's some American shit. You can't get no more American dream than that. That man is the walking epitome of everything that this country is. You want to talk about the fabric of this country? The fabric of this country is hard-working people. Hard-working, caring people. Who want to just do, we all want to do better. And we all want to help each other out. And it's so crazy that that's what you see in the Yang Gang. That's why we've been able to do what we've been able to do. Because y'all have bought into that dream too. That we can make this a reality. And it's coming true. It's coming true. You watch, in 2020, I'm telling you, we are taking the White House. Because the Yang Gang is going to show up at the polls. I know y'all. There is no way in hell that you are going to keep a Yang Gang member from the polls. You won't do it. I'm telling you, we stand out in the cold for hours, in shorts, in New Hampshire, for this guy. There's no way we're staying home. We would have to literally be on our deathbed. Because that's just the way we are. We've got people standing in overpasses. We've got truckers wrapping their whole trucks. We've got stock banking. We've got MC Jin and Zoo, Chef Zoo. We got all these great artists for Yang, and we're using our creativity, and we're just here. I think this is really what's going to win Andrew Yang the election, man. The creativity of the Yang Gang. The money, we got to get the money there. We got to get the money there, and he's got to have this money for these TV ads. So if y'all can donate to the campaign, we got to get that $1 million. We got to. It's so very, very important, because that's where we're going to get a lot of the boomerangs, TV ads, right when Matlock's coming on. Listen, serious stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, man, we are starting to gain traction. Vets for veterans, for sure. We got to keep pumping, man. So y'all want to know how I connected with that dude first? I heard him over there talking because they were setting up the Andrew Yang stuff, right? And I heard him talking about how he was like, man, he's like, I hate politics. I hate politics. And I was, I'm listening to him. I'm setting up the equipment for y'all. And so we are in a brewery, and y'all know I like beer, so I had to get one. Shout outs to Schilling's Brewery. So I was like, okay. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, uh-oh, look, I got photobombed by the sister-in-law. Yang Gang. Look, we got sister-in-law Yang. This is the proud runner of the Vermont Facebook page, Yang Gang Group, Corinne, and Braun, who is a truck driver for Yang. Yang Gang! Our whole family's Yang, except the MAGA-in-law. And she, look, I gotta tell y'all this story. Alright, so, and I've got video footage, okay? I got video footage of this. I got the MAGA-in-law to at least say that if it's not Trump, she'll vote for Yang. I mean, for the MAGA-in-law, listen, we love her. We love her. Shout outs to her. If you're watching, we love you. Love my father-in-law. It took 2 arguments to get it, but we got it. We got the commitment. So she's like half Yang Gang right now. So, I mean, that's moving. Yeah, exactly, Feather. That's moving in the right direction. So that's pretty awesome stuff. So we're happy with that. We'll take that for now. That's a win. That's a win. Progress is progress for sure. Oh, y'all. So there was an event that happened this afternoon, and I have to apologize for not live streaming it. But y'all saw I was in shorts earlier, and I didn't have any pants with me. And I had to go. I drove home so that I could get some pants because Littleton is close to where I live, and so I got my britches on, just so y'all know. And what was I saying? Somebody, anyway, whatever. I'll remember in a minute. Andrew is coming. He'll be here in a minute. I'll give y'all a shot. Britches. Why is Mama Yang Gang laughing at me calling them britches? I call them britches all the time. Doesn't everybody call them britches? Anyway, thank you, y'all, for the super chats. We very much appreciate it. Y'all, the Yang Gang is so beautiful. Y'all are the best. So we have got... Oh, I was telling y'all how I was yanging that dude. Yeah, okay. Mama Yang Gang, stay out of the chat. So I was telling you about this dude, Trump disengaged, you know. So I go up there and I'm like looking at the menu, and I'm like, the bartender looks at me and he's like, well, what are you gonna have? And I was like, man, I don't know. I was like, I'm from the country. I was like, I'm out of my element here with all this, you know, weird names and stuff, all these beers. and the dude that I ended up buying the beer for, he like shoves his glass down towards me and he's like, taste this. So I taste it and I'm like, that's pretty good. And the bartender hands me one. He's like, taste this. I taste it and I was like, nah, I like that better. Dude started smiling. I was like, you know what? I said, you know, no politician has ever directly affected my life, no matter who's in, really. My life has just kind of gone on. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I know how you feel. I was like, you know what would help me? I said, you know what would affect my life? $1,000 a month. And then I went on to explain to him about Facebook and all this stuff, and told him about Andrew Yang, and he was like, well, you know, he was like, I'm probably going to get out of here. You don't come on until 6:30. I was like, man, I'll buy you a beer if you stick around. Talk to this guy. We talked about veterans, and we talked about Yang's policies for veterans. And can I ask him the best way to connect with 2 big YouTube channels, podcasts that I have? What? Hold on, Ryan. Let me see what this says. If you see Zach, can you see if you can ask him the best way to connect with 2 big YouTube channels, podcasts that I have connections to? Sure. Oh, 2 million plus subscribers? I mean, I kind of thought we was getting pretty big. I mean, but when you want to put a $2 million price tag on, I guess we're small fish.
My favorite YouTube channel is this one.
Mine too. Like, share, subscribe. Ding the bell.
I was
So
gonna
you know
say
when we're
that. Ding the bell. I haven't even. Never mind. I'm not gonna say. I'll try this.
I have one.
Oh, which one are you drinking?
Vote for Andrew Yang. He's the best.
Wow.
Truck drivers for Yang. Hey, were you watching on the live stream when I had Fred's truck was there? He parked his truck literally right outside the state house.
Down
Did he
the
really?
hall.
I didn't
Yes.
see that.
Oh my gosh, you gotta go back and watch the live stream. If y'all missed that, that was classic.
I saw the last half, but the first half, I was in a meeting.
Right. It happens.
Conquered like that with a
No one's gonna give Fred a ticket.
And he pulled it like right on the there was a walkway right in front of the state capitol building. He pulls it on the walkway.
Yeah.
And it's got it sitting down the whole. I was like, holy shit, Fred, you are crazy. That was nuts, y'all. And Andrew Yang he spoke right outside the Capitol. I mean, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. It was a great historic day today, y'all. So anyway, I got him one of these, and I got me one of these.
Where's Lacey?
Next door. She is next door eating at the other shilling.
Of course she's eating, because that's
'Cause that-
Elisa's favorite thing to do is to eat. I don't know how
told you.
she's so skinny.
I told you that's what Mama Yang Gang does, man. She's always hungry and she's always cold.
Yes.
I
and
think what happens is she eats, right? And then she'll like burn it all up, shaking from the cold,
like a chihuahua.
like a chihuahua. We're playing Mama Yang. Look, Mama Yang Gang's gonna be, look, you're about to see a message pop up here in a minute. She's gonna be like, what are you talking about me for? Ice cream? Look, this is how family does though, y'all. That's how we do. We just like, listen, we love that. We are all about family. And we love to have a good time. And we love to hang out with each other. And there goes Mama Yang Gang. I'll bring you a sandwich. And Corey, I got Zephaniah pizza. I'll bring you some.
See, I even made fun of her, and she's still gonna bring me some pizza.
What? That's how Mama Yang Gang is. She's awesome. She is definitely my better half. She listen. And you know what? Since she's way over there, I'm gonna shout her out real quick. She puts in so much work for this channel, y'all, that y'all don't see. I mean, it's just crazy the amount of work she puts in for this channel. I get to come on here and I get to talk to y'all and I get to interact with y'all and whatever. But this channel would not exist if it wasn't for the hard work that she puts in. Y'all, she works constantly on these videos and stuff, and we're trying to get an editor, and we've been talking to a couple people. I don't know. It's just the logistics is just beyond me.
So Mama Yang Gang, this is what she does. She works on the videos all day, and if she's not working on videos, she's spending time with her kids. So she is all about family. So it's either Yang or family.
For sure.
That's it.
Listen, we are all Yang all the time, y'all. If y'all are not seeing us at these events, we're in New Hampshire Yang and people. We are actually right here. This is so crazy. Okay, Corey, come over here for a second, Corey. All right, so if y'all go back to our videos, right? If y'all go back to our video that was called Yangin' in the Candy Shop,
Oh yeah.
we ate some bugs right over here. If you walk out this door, there's a bridge, the bridge that we filmed that on, where we ate those bugs and yanged that dude. After we yanged the people in the candy shop, y'all, we are right here at that bridge. How crazy is that? We have come full circle and like we're like right here again. That bridge is, and if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even have known about that bridge. She was like, hey, why don't you guys come down here and film on this bridge? And we were like, a bridge? That'd be cool. You know, we'll film it out there. And then we had that whole interaction with that dude, and he ate a bug with us. Oh my gosh, dude. If y'all didn't see my reaction to that bug, man, oh my gosh,
I didn't eat a bug.
it was gross. It was gross, y'all. But that's crazy. And we are starting to get some people here now. Saw that bug lollipop? Yeah, there was a scorpion in it. That's crazy.
He still has a lollipop.
So, I get home to get my, that's what I meant to tell y'all. And I get distracted really easy, so. what I meant to tell y'all was I went home, got my pants, and this was waiting on me. Y'all see that? Uh-huh. Yeah. OG Yang Gang. First thing I did was drop it and crack the case. But it's a coin, so it's all good. Right? Man, this thing is beautiful. I don't know why, but Andrew Yang looks pissed off in this picture. It looks like he's about to whoop somebody.
He's thinking about the injustice that people are doing to the American people.
Stop fucking with humanity. So, we are live. It's worth $1,000. I'm telling you. Well, listen, we got to donate, man. Y'all, we have got to get these numbers up. I talked to Zach last night. We have got so much footage for y'all that didn't get to be seen after the live stream. I mean, there was some really cool interactions that happened, and I'm so excited to bring you guys that here real soon. So y'all make sure you tweet this live stream out, Facebook it, Instagram it,
tweet it,
Grammarly press it, whatever
call
else
your friends.
Call your friends. Call your sister that you haven't talked to in a while. Like, I haven't talked to my sister in a while. I need to call her. That's crazy. Shout out to you, sis. Doing all the work you do down there in North Carolina for sure. My sister's in Ohio. Got a lot of sisters, y'all. They're all prettier than me, too. For sure. How to get one now? Oh, yeah. It came from if you were an early investor and you were in the first 130,000 investors, they send you an email and it had a link to where you could get these. And righteous indignation. The spelling's a little off, but I get your point. Righteous indignation. That's what it is. That's probably, yeah. That's a good one. Righteous indignation. I can see that. I'll go with that. For sure. 210 people out there. Y'all are the best, man. But you know what? We had 500 earlier. And I'm hoping we can get back up to 500. Because a lot of the people don't know about it unless y'all tweet it out. Because they don't have their bell ding. Because they didn't listen. Come on, y'all. Ding the bell. Thumbs it up. For sure. How old are your sisters? Kevin Chin, back off. Back off away from my sisters. Yeah, that coin is awesome. The coin, it probably still works if you got the email. If you didn't get the email, that's because you're not quite OG in there. But we love you, and we're glad you're here because it's gonna take all of us, y'all. When we say, and you know what was so crazy? Listen, everybody thinks that Andrew Yang is playing when he says that there are Trump people who have come over to Andrew Yang, and there were two who were live streaming the event from the Capitol building today. I mean, if that don't tell you something, I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Because most people are like me. Most people are right there in the middle. Most people just want to get along. Most people don't want to fight nobody. Most people don't want to have aggravation. Most people just want to love each other. You know what? When I look at my sister-in-law and I look at my father-in-law, it's the same for all of y'all. We're all in the same boat. We're all just trying to fight for each other. We all just want our families' lives to be better. So, you know what? Now we have an opportunity to be better. So let's be better.
Did you tell them about the time when you told my mom that I was no longer MAGA?
Oh my God. Okay, so, it was so funny because I don't know if y'all have ever seen some of the shock videos of someone who has come out. It was so funny because when I told my MAGA-in-law that Corey was the head, I said, do you know who you're sitting next to? I said, you're sitting next to the person who runs the Vermont Facebook page, the Vermont Yang Gang section. The look of horror that hit her face, she said,
You would never vote for Democrats.
you can never vote for Democrat. I mean, she got mad, y'all. It was so funny. I laughed so hard.
He didn't let me come out in my own time. It's all right, because I don't know.
Coming out for Yang. We getting everybody. We getting burners. We getting Trumpers. We getting Baptist, Pentecostal, Hindus, Buddhists. We getting everybody, y'all. You know why? We all the Yang Gang. We all one race. We all human race. We all got love for each other. We don't give a shit about nothing. We just want to love each other. Yang 2020, all day, every day, for sure. Did y'all find the older couple yesterday? I think Mama Yang Gang might have run into him, and the lady seemed like she was very impressed with Andrew Yang. And if y'all watched the video yesterday, then you'll see that when he hit that, what's the opposite of Donald Trump line? Oh my word. It was so funny because this lady just like fell out laughing, man. It was great. It was great. Coming out for Yang, absolutely. That's what we all doing. I mean, we all came from somewhere else, for sure. A lot of us, a lot are coming from the Trump camp, y'all. I mean, the media can keep trying to put labels on this and keep trying to deny this all they want to. It's called cognitive dissonance. In spite of overwhelming evidence to the contrary, you're still gonna believe a certain way. That's called, where I come from, we call it, you got your head in the sand. I almost said something else. Y'all almost know what I said too. I'm trying to keep it clean for the kids at home because I'm sure we got some youngins watching this. Youngins for Yang. I was a Trump supporter until Trump hired the Republican deep state. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get copyrighted, y'all. We got Muse playing in the background. Shout outs to Muse. Great. Hold on. I might have to mute this volume for a second.
Is it muted?
No, it's not muted yet, but I'm trying to decide whether I should lip sync it or not. But see, okay, here's the thing, y'all. Listen, I don't know if y'all know this about me or not, but when I hear like this song, all I want to do is sing it and dance and like. Listen, you know what? I'm telling you, you know what? Screw it. If they demonetize it, they demonetize it. Whatever. We'll charge it to the game this time, y'all. Just leave it playing. Demonetized. But it's all good because it's a great song. And I love it. You should be the field reporter for the political party. For a political party, is that a group? Was that like a news organization? Or for the Yangocrat Party? I would definitely be the spokesperson for the Yangocrat Party. If y'all want to form this new party behind Andrew Yang, I'm down with it. We'll call it the Yang and Crap Party, the Yang Gang. Call it whatever y'all want to call it. We're already the Yang Gang. I like Yang and Crap because it describes me. Because I'm a Republican who's only here, or a conservative. I'm actually more like a libertarian because I feel like everybody should just do what the hell they want to do. If you want to put me on the spectrum, I'm probably libertarian. So, having said that, anyway, Yangonomics, we're going to institute, somebody called it capitalism. We're going to institute capitalism. That guy that just tapped me on the shoulder, he's the one that's sticking around for Andrew Yang. I had to buy him a beer, but he's going to stick around for Andrew Yang. For sure. No, he's not. He just tapped me on the shoulder. Come on, y'all. You know I don't let nobody off the hook. If I hear you talking about something, I'm going to set you straight. Because I know how to talk to people. Because I've been just about everywhere. I've had money, I've had no money. I've been at both ends of the spectrum. I've been homeless, I've had a home. I've had holes in my shoes and no holes in my shoes. So, I mean, all we got to do is get another one on you, brother. Thank you so much. Louis the France. But I'm probably going to save it up for some britches. Because if you were watching the live stream earlier, you know I've only got one pair of britches. So we're going to definitely be saving up for some winter clothes. We started getting some, but listen, oh my gosh, snow tires, gotta get snow tires. We're on our way. If you were watching the live stream, right, when I walked out of the Capitol building with Andrew Yang, the snow started just blowing into the Capitol building, and I'm standing there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even have my coat on. I had to have somebody hold the thing. So, hey.
How long have you been doing your YouTube channel for Yang?
About 6 months, maybe.
She was asking.
Yeah, no problem. All good. We're glad you're here. So yeah, that was crazy. And then we drove home. We got to drive through the mountains, you know, from Concord to St. Johnsbury. And, you know, we're going through the mountain, man, and I'm telling you, it was snowing the whole way, and I'm sitting there sketching out about my tires. But we'll get those taken care of probably tomorrow, hopefully. Get some snow tires. But I know we'll have to have chains, too. Lord help. We live on this. I mean, it's crazy. Y'all, they cut these, they just cut roads like in the middle of these mountains and just put some houses out there. It's crazy. It's great. I love it. The cows and stuff, they got legs that are longer on one side than they are on the other because they got to walk at an angle all day long. Y'all believe that? So we get some. We're going to spin this around.
It's like they're 200.
Oh. We should have bought the clipboards. The clipboards. We should have bought the clipboards. She knows where they're at. They're to get the Vermont signatures. Vermont Yang Gang. I'm trying to give y'all a shot. Can y'all see it? Wow, thank you so much, Diana D. Diana D, you rock. Oh, well, y'all in for a treat then, for sure. We got some first time people. We got some people. They've never met Yang. Diana, thank you so much. we definitely got to give you a special shout out. That's amazing. Thank you. That's much appreciated. That helps. It goes so far, y'all. Y'all, man. I mean, I'm telling you. You know, I saw somebody, and it kind of upset me. And I won't call these people. I won't call their name out. And I'm gonna ask that the rest of y'all not call the name out either, because it needs to be squashed. I saw them talking about how this and this and this and this, and why is this happening, right? And talking about the sacrifices that people make for this campaign. And I'm gonna tell you, it kind of upset me, and it kind of made me mad, because you want to talk about sacrificing, bro? We put in the work, we put in the sacrifice. Man, that kind of stuff. If you are gonna jump off of the Yang Gang for some stupid ass reason, why? Because I promise you, there's gonna be 10 people that replace you. Get out of here and take your bullshit with you, because I don't want to hear about the sacrifices that people have made. It's been rough. It's been rough at times, and every time the Yang Gang's been there to pick us up. The Yang Gang's been there to help us out. The Yang Gang's been there to be our hands and feet, and to provide the resources that we needed to keep this going. And there have been times where we're looking at, we're like, okay, well, we've got this and we've got this. What are we gonna do? We've still got to prioritize. We're still prioritizing just like everybody else, you know. And we're doing everything that we can. And so when we see a donation like that, y'all, it blesses us, because we know we're on the right channel, and we know how much this channel is needed for not just the people now. Y'all, this is a documentation of a journey of Andrew Yang to the presidency of the United States. And up close and personal, in a way that no other channel gives you. None. Name one other channel that's around Andrew as much as we are. You can't. And I'm not hating, and I'm not trying to say we're better. We're just different. Like, Nerds has the facts and the figures. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's his wheelhouse. Tom. We love Tom. Padgett's got her wheelhouse, and Mindful Skeptics has got his, and you know, we all got our wheelhouses. But man, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. If you watch this channel, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. We got so much awesome footage for y'all coming just in a matter of days. The stuff that you didn't get to see after the live stream last night, it was pretty crazy. It's pretty amazing. And interactions that you're not going to see anywhere else. Guess who's the only one that has that footage? Love you, Yang Gang. We exist because of y'all. So much. Listen, we are on the front lines. 101 Lobster, whatever your name is. We are on the front lines. But the only way that we're here is because of y'all. Because of the, like, every dollar, every $1, every $2 is because of y'all. That's it. We exist because of you. For sure. Somebody said I watched that video till 2 a.m. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Y'all, I gotta hold on. I'm gonna turn this around. Y'all gotta. Okay, while I've been talking, right? While I've been yakking your ear off about thank you, I'm about to cry. Mama's gonna have to bring a turkey leg over here. And yeah, listen, this is definitely a family effort, for sure. Definitely a family effort. But while I've been talking to y'all, right? While I've been yakking my mouth, slowly but surely, people have been filing in, right? Watch it, Woo Raider. Watch it, Woo Yakety Yak. Don't be crap. So I'm gonna turn this camera around. Oh wait, damn it. Alright. Y'all ready? This is what we got, y'all. Resilience. We got resilience. Grassroots Yang Gang style. Now tell me that ain't a beautiful sight, Yang Gang. Since we've been talking, all these people have done filed in, and you are exactly right. It's all ages. And look, Mama Yang Gang's over there talking to the dude that I was talking to. Ah, that's funny. That is great stuff. So, how cool is that? The guy in the green hat? I'll show you. Right there, talking to Mama Yang Gang. They were just discussing the channel. It is at, what time is it right now? Somebody shout out Eastern Time. Shout out Eastern Time. It should be literally any moment. So I don't want to like... You see Bill Clinton? Where? Oh Lord. Stay away from him. Hey!
We yanked our server. I say we because me and Zephaniah both yanked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yang the server?
I gave her a yank book and I was
Another
telling her
one for
about,
New Hampshire.
I was telling her about Andrew Yang.
Yeah?
And Zephaniah goes, you gotta get that freedom dividend.
Get a little Yang Gang.
It was horrible.
That's great. That's awesome stuff.
There's a sandwich in here for you.
Thank you.
Some water.
All right.
Zephaniah's got black cherry soda behind you, so just don't knock it over.
All right. 10-4. Daily Coast Poll. Y'all want to talk about a propaganda machine? The Daily Coast Poll is a propaganda machine. Those Elizabeth Warren loving people over there. I love them. Listen, we love everybody. But, I mean, when you can't just admit that you lose all the time to the Yang Gang because that's just what we do. We crush everything that we set our minds to because that's what we do in America. That's what we do. We crush shit. Americans don't do shit half-assed. So, you know, well, I mean, I guess some Americans do. But this American does. Most Americans are like me. They don't do, they work hard. And we do what we do. We work hard. So we're going to crush it any kind of which way you split it. How are you? Would this work? Stool? Alright, we're gonna commandeer a stool.
Here, watch out, buddy. Come here.
Would you like a front row seat? Andrew's going to be speaking right here. All right, there's one actually right here. You don't even have to move it. And all right. So, y'all want to check this out? There's a 90-year-old lady here to hear Andrew Yang speak tonight.
That's awesome.
How awesome is that? This is how serious New Hampshire takes their politics up here, y'all. And there is a 90-year-old lady that we just got a stool for that is going to hear Andrew Yang for the first time. That is awesome!
I hope we're all gonna fit in here. It's getting very full.
It's getting very full. It's getting full in here. Don't leave on all your clothes. 90 years old, yeah, that's pretty awesome, y'all. That's pretty awesome. So, y'all, I'm getting thirsty talking so much. Somebody out there talk. Ask a question. Ask me anything. I'm waiting.
Or ask me anything.
Well, ask Mommy Yang Gang anything.
Yeah, my answers are better anyway. I'm just kidding.
Don't trip, little Yang Gang. Russell get good sound when Andrew speaks. I'll do my best. I always do my best.
Just listen. Just listen really good.
Listen really closely. And turn your volumes way up. Watch, he'll probably blast out your eardrums because I actually think that he may have a microphone, but if he doesn't, he'll talk loud enough. Do I watch Star Trek? No. I love Star Trek, but I don't watch it because we really don't have time to watch a whole lot of shows.
We've seen it.
We've seen it, yeah, for sure.
It is snowing, yes. I can't help it, I'm shorter. When I get my freedom dividend, I'll be taller.
She's gonna get shooting first. Make her taller. When you gonna go get some big boy pants, Russ? Well, let me tell you something about big boy pants. It takes a real man to stand out in the freezing ass cold, in the snow, in shorts. How about that? Can't get no more manly than that. You probably can. You can probably lumberjack in shorts and be more manly. Maybe have a bigger beard. Beards for Yang. Will we be interviewing people later? If y'all don't know anything about us, we interview a lot of people. And a lot of it's just getting footage out, really. Because certain things have to take precedence and then everything gets pushed back because there's always something new going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so we got to keep the current stuff coming out and then we're struggling and everything. Y'all check this out. We've still got footage, right? We've still got footage from the first time that we saw Andrew Yang in South Carolina. The very first time we ever laid eyes on the man. We've got footage of that we haven't put out yet.
Wait, the first time we laid eyes on the man, the math, like him?
The first time I laid eyes on Andrew Yang, I knew he was going to be my president. What? Yeah. What's crazy? I don't know. It just stacks up, and then we just do what we do. We gotta put out the new stuff. And
yeah, newer stuff just trumps older stuff.
They say that somebody out there says that they can't keep up with all the videos that we put out. We can't keep up with all the videos that we haven't put out. I mean, and it's just it keeps.
That's because I know. That's because Andrew, he does a lot of things, and the more I forgot what I was gonna say. The more popular he gets, the more things he does, and the better he does, the more the Yang Gang grows, and there's more videos. You make me need a drink.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Beer. What will we do with our first freedom dividend? Here's the thing. We're each gonna get one, right? What are you gonna do different?
I've thought about that. I don't know.
Here's the thing about Mama Yang Gang. She's extremely frugal. Okay? And it's because, you know, I don't know, she's just very good with money. She's very good with facts and figures. She's actually the same. Here's what's crazy. I get to be the same age as Andrew Yang, right? But she gets to be the same personality type as Andrew Yang. I got the short end of the stick on that.
Yeah, I'm getting a toaster on Amion for sure.
Amion? Amion?
Sorry, I'm picking on you. I'm definitely not getting a toaster. Well, actually, I don't even have a toaster. That's
know,
a great idea.
And you know it's even, man, look, y'all, there are so many people, there's people coming in that door now.
You know people are going to be standing in front of you, right?
Listen, no they ain't either. They're going to get out of the way. Because you know what? I got this. You see what that says?
There's a better, more official looking one that I
That
made.
says official. Yeah, but it's Duke Blue Devil Blue. And who makes anything Duke Blue Devil Blue?
It's more professional. But he won't wear it because he doesn't like the blue color. I got to stand on my tiptoes to talk to you, by the way. You know what? It's going to be copyrighted, all this.
Copyrighted, demonetized. But you know what? We already said we don't care about this video. We're just going to charge it to the game. If they demonetize it, they demonetize it because it's more important for us to talk to you than it is for us to care about whether they fucking
And ad
pay us for that
revenue is
music.
not really that much. I don't know.
No, it's
They don't
not.
seem to
It's
pay
not.
out as much as they did back in the
And
old
then they
days.
take 30% of the super chat. So, and PayPal does take a fee, but I think they take less of a fee.
I want to say it's like anywhere from 5 to 10% for PayPal. As far as I know, I've never had to pay any fees to Venmo or Cash App, so I think those are free.
This is what I do when she starts talking about like facts
know,
and figures
fees.
and stuff. And I just go,
Fees are just something you have to pay sometimes, so I mean, we're okay with it, I guess.
yeah, I mean, listen, whatever
We'll
we
be getting
get,
our dividends
whatever we get
next year.
is a blessing for us, y'all.
Right,
It's a
right.
blessing for us, and we consider it that way. And we know the universe is going to take care of us, and we don't sweat it. It's a mindset of abundance, y'all. We don't care. It's gonna happen one way or the other. So, and somebody's always stepped up, and somebody's always made it happen. And so every dollar, we thank you. This is all about you guys. Thank you so much, Gavin. Much love. Thank you.
know.
Well, we are a couple in the world. We got our issues just like everybody's got theirs. You know, but we love each other, and you know, that's my best friend, y'all. I wouldn't trade Mama Yang Yang for nothing. Not nothing in this whole world. She's definitely a blessing. She's my better half. She keeps me level, because I'm kind of, if y'all know me, I'm that guy. I'm the one that's out there. I'm just trying to make it happen. She's the one that keeps me balanced and keeps me level. So, will y'all be in South Carolina when Yang comes down? We hope to. Shout outs to Jermaine Johnson and Barrett Hurd and the work that they're putting in South Carolina for Yang Gang. It's amazing, and y'all look. Right behind the Mun is Steve Marchand. See the Mun? So, yes. Which is probably what we should do more of. So, y'all want to see the crowd now? Sass, what's up, Sass? Sass, I pass a road called Sass Road all the time, and I think about you every time I pass that road. It smells just like your name.
So you're going to hold that up so you can
We are one below the fire code right now, y'all. We are one below the fire code.
Are we really?
Yes. Aha, and yes, I did win that bet last night.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's Steve Marchand's head.
You can spot him from a mile away.
Wow. Okay, now Lacey, Mama Yang Gang. Can you
Oh,
let me get my tripod back? Spot
get your
back.
legs back. Get your legs back. Say hi to the Yang Gang again. I gotta figure out how I'm supposed to get up.
Uncle Braun, the crazy uncle truck driver. Right? And you know what? And what's crazy is she actually does know some speech. I just know it better.
I can't remember his damn name.
Nobody knows Andrew Yang's some speech better than me,
I don't even remember your name.
except for Zach Ramen Noodles. Do they serve beer here?
I can think of.
I don't know, but if they do,
Great.
I'm sure they'll give me one.
Gonna bring a whole one.
How do I
Bring
get
home
me
a
one of
fucking.
those?
Tell that nice bartender to put it on my tab.
Oh, I'm with you?
I guess. I mean, the guy with the green hat's with me, so I haven't paid for anything yet.
What guy?
The guy with the green hat. When you were talking to him a minute ago.
No.
I bought him a beer.
Oh. He's with you? Like on your tab?
No!
Oh.
I bought him a beer. If y'all are just joining us, Yang Gang, let me explain to Mama Yang Gang what happened.
Okay, you bought him a beer.
When I came in here, he was talking about how he didn't like politics, right? And so me being me, once I got the tripod set up, I went over there and I started talking about Andrew Yang and why I didn't like politics too. And I told him to stick around and listen to Andrew Yang because he was concerned about veterans. Because he is a veteran and that's what he cares about. He cares about veterans. And the only way that I could convince him to stay was to buy him a beer. I said, I'll buy you a beer. He said, you buy me a beer, I'll stick around and I'll listen to this guy. Former Trump supporter, y'all let me know. Do you think it was worth a beer?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! New Hampshire voter? What?
He hasn't got out of here yet.
And he hasn't left. And he's here. And he's seeing the crowd that's here now. And now he's like, oh shit, this might be real. This might be
He
real.
did have a question. He wanted to know how long it would take for the freedom dividend to be implemented. I said it would start to roll out immediately, right? Isn't that what we heard Andrew say?
Here's once Andrew Yang is in office, if y'all are just tuning in, they want to know when the freedom dividend will roll out. Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to get it passed. Right? You got to get it passed. But it's going to be a bipartisan effort because everybody is going to know why Andrew's there. If the American people speak and vote Andrew Yang into office, people are going to be like, the people in Washington, Republican or Democrat, are going to be like, holy shit, yeah, these people want this. And if we don't give it to them, our ass is going to be voted out of office. So they're going to pass it. Because
Also-
Andrew Yang is running on the freedom dividend.
And it started as a Republican idea, so it's very bipartisan.
And exactly.
go.
It's a bipartisan idea. It's a Republican idea. Why wouldn't they pass it? Why
go.
wouldn't the Democrats pass it? They want to help people. Most everybody up there, believe it or not, started out, they probably wanted to help people, which is why they ran for office. Some of them are just money-hungry fucks, and they need to get out of there. But other of them are good people, you know, and they just wanted to, they started out that way anyway, probably, before they were corrupted by Washington. So, I think we can get this done, y'all.
Yeah,
I think
we
can
can.
get it done. So,
So I'm gonna.
we just said so.
I know. What you got right there?
It is,
Oh, just ask them.
yeah, just that's the dude in the green hat. The beer is really good. Yeah. I'm not sure. It's not that. That's what it is. The bearded son. Yeah, that's what it is. The bearded male. And Alex P said, I need my money. For sure. Yeah, it will take, and you know what? It is going to take a while to get it implemented, but I think it's going to actually fall a lot faster than people think. And regardless, we have to get it passed. So at some point, we've just got to do it. So the sooner we get it started, the better.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Stephen Lee, for that 2020. We appreciate it very much. Y'all, this place is packed. Oh my word. Like y'all don't even know. Thank you so much, Ivan. We got official HD cameras here. Hold on, I'm trying. And then I just switch this back around. So, here we go. I mean, this place, huh? He is the press. Thank you for the love from Iowa. Y'all take a look at this. We are one below the fire code. Y'all, do you realize how many? This is pretty awesome.
I think this place is gonna run out of beer.
This place, if this place runs out of beer, then we'll move on down the road to the next one. After Andrew's done speaking.
Yeah, we're here for Andrew anyway, not the beer, but the beer's a plus.
For sure. Dang it. Everybody wanks tonight. So, yeah, I'm telling you. This place. Let me just do a quick guess. We got everybody from 90-year-old grandma, veterans.
You got some competition in your press sales right there. That's horrible.
Hold on. Come in here in the frame, Mama.
Yeah.
Now. Competition. Who's my competition?
There's a cute kid over there with the press pass on. He's got his nice little jacket on.
I got a cute kid.
Is he running around with a press pass and a microphone?
But he's going to be running for president one day, and that little young man over there is going to be covering him. How about that?
Oh, are you okay?
Spectre, thank you so much. We appreciate it, y'all. You know what? This little kid is cute. He is cute.
He's adorable.
But you know he has that little smarmy look like a reporter has.
Hey,
I'm kidding. Y'all don't shut me down. I'm kidding.
What'd you say?
he was talking junk about reporters.
You are a reporter.
I said I was kidding. People take things so serious around here. Smarmy kids.
WMUR is here.
WMUR is here. I don't know what that means.
It's a local news station.
Local news station.
So
But y'all, we
we
actually got front row seats.
But all these people are not get out of the way.
How are they gonna move them out of the way?
Just say excuse
I
me.
will.
Yep.
I'll definitely interview Green Hat.
I don't know how we're gonna move everybody out of the way, but I think Russell will do it for us.
Listen, what?
Everybody get out of the way! Andrew Yang is coming right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Listen, I got a big mouth. Y'all know that.
Yep.
And I've also got a bullhorn if my mouth ain't big enough.
Sorry, I just don't have a lot of room. I don't mean to keep bumping into you.
As a matter of fact, I was thinking about putting batteries in my horn. See, if you stand like 3 paces behind me, will actually be able to see you. I'm kidding.
You got the jokes today, huh?
I'm full of it.
Where's Fred? Is Fred coming?
Is Fred coming? We hope that Susan, Hunter, thank you. Go Yang Gang, try sweatpants. Sweatpants for Yang. I don't really look good in sweatpants. I don't know why. I do got on some bitches though.
You got britches.
I was gonna be mad as long as you were mad, not you make fun of me.
I still think it's funny. I know, it's so funny every time you say it.
So, this is how how we start most of our videos. Like when we're getting ready to film or something.
We're like standing here, we look at each other.
So, and usually there's a rooster crowing in the background. Fred is there. I haven't seen him. Well, he's still in town. Yeah, listen. Yeah, if y'all were watching earlier today, we were live streaming right next to him. And yeah, he was definitely there. He was definitely streaming.
This event is a couple of hours from the last event.
Yeah. So this is about 2 miles west. 2 hours west of where we were earlier in Congress. So, north.
2 hours north.
2 hours north.
Or an hour and a half, somewhere around there.
But honestly, do you expect
So, west.
North.
Northeast.
Sorry, honey.
Biden pays his supporters. I don't know about that. Maybe he does.
Hey,
We've got paid supporters too. We're called campaign people.
the volunteers, we're volunteers because we're very passionate about our family. We don't have to get
For sure. Because one thing we got in the Yang Gang, y'all, is a whole lot of passion. Man, that's the one. You know what? I don't think you need to be scared
Cheers!
about
What do
Nevada.
you mean?
I think Nevada's going to show out for Anthony.
I didn't know what you were doing. You're like this.
It's going to be,
You're like,
look, we're at what in Nevada right now?
What?
That's what I'm asking.
Where, what? So what?
Nevada.
5, 6%?
I thought we were like 7.
Maybe 7.
It may be. Anyway, it's between 5 and 7. And you know how polling is. I think the Yang Gang's gonna show out. So we interview the kid.
So adorable.
House money though? People won't leave a job because I'm not saying it makes them
Got an Anthony Yang.
and no one's happy. But I think
It's like some kind of old lady. You gotta get your freedom.
Y'all, this place is hold on. Look, y'all know how we speak about Mama Yang Gang always eating and stuff, right? So she tells me that she's hungry and she's gonna go next door and she's gonna get some food from her little Yang Gang. She's gonna bring me back something, right? So I opened my box just now. What's up? Y'all see that? And what was your response?
What did it taste like?
See that, Corey? Great. She done took a bite out of my sandwich before she brought it.
Maybe not. I'm trying to get my freedom. I'm 34. I just like to eat. I've always liked to eat. I don't know why that's funny. Can you save my spot right here?
Yeah, what's right?
Okay. Don't let anybody stand beside you. This is my spot. Can you save it? Can you stop quickly?
I will knock someone out if they try to stand next to your husband. Not really.
And we're back.
Y'all, once he gets the giggles, he does not stop.
I can't help it, y'all. That was fun. Come on.
Do you know how many
She
giggles?
took a bite out of my sandwich.
I must poke her in the side to get it out of the way, ladies.
Mine is much longer.
That's why I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's not stopping.
All the
She's
videos
hungry.
that I
No,
have
she
to
ain't,
edit.
y'all. She can't be that hungry all the
I have
time.
a high metabolism. I have to eat a lot.
All right, ladies. Let's see how many of y'all take bites out of here. I'm moving. Look, I can't believe this. I can't. I'm not out. There's no way.
It's my back light.
She taxed me. She taxed me 10%. That is hilarious. It is extremely warm in here now. Sure. We're gonna turn this around. Let y'all see some of the crowd. Hold on, Johnny.
We all share food. It's love.
Look, she's still talking as I'm turning the camera around.
I offered him food the first time we met him. And you know what Andrew said? Food is love.
That's your excuse. That's what you're sticking with.
Sharing food is...
You're trying to hide behind Andrew Yang right now.
No, not high.
You are in front of all these people live, and you want to hide behind Andrew Yang right now.
Well,
let's go, man.
yeah.
Make America think harder.
There we go, Yang Gang.
Gang gang.
This is awesome. This place is packed.
It is. It's so good.
Are you from around here?
We drove up from Hanover. At Broadband. Sweet. Are you one of the volunteers for this campaign?
We just do a YouTube channel.
Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome.
If you're ever on YouTube,
I'll look it up. Awesome.
we're always live.
Somebody was asking about how many people.
I feel like he needs a lot more exposure. That's awesome.
Oh,
The media's being unfair.
when I first walked into this place, I kind of thought there may be trouble because the way it's shaped and everything. But y'all, I'm telling you, man, I want to say this to the people. Hold on. We got to get this turned around. It's coming in this door.
Watch out for little game game right there.
Yeah,
Are they gonna slide some people out?
I don't know, but I need to be able to.
Like I said, Yang.
Can I, there we go.
We're gonna be in your way if we stand here.
Yeah. I just need like.
Sure. We'll leave it open.
Wait, hold on. There we go.
Okay, you should be good.
Okay.
Go for it. Sorry, little young guy.
I just frightened very badly, and I apologize. But the good news is on the other end of it, you get to meet Andrew Yang.
Yeah!
All right? How many people here would consider themselves Yang Gang?
Yeah!
How many people maybe not there yet, but are Yang curious? All right. By my math, and I love math, and I know you do too because you're here. That means that's everyone. That's just rough math. I'm Steve Marchand. Used to be the mayor of Portsmouth. I ran for governor last year. This just in, I did not win. If I did, there would be two burly men protecting me. But I'm just by myself, so that's fine. So I met Andrew in January. We hit it off. 44 years old, first generation American father of two who likes math. Holy crap, that was me. From there, we went on. We stayed in touch. We did a North Country trip in late March. I signed on nationally, and we haven't looked back. We've got a great staff. Where's Christina Stump? Christina is over there because she's getting ready for Andrew. Our state director, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
Other members of the team in the back, raise your hands. We are a fast-growing team. We've got 8 offices. One of them is less than a mile from here, in Littleton. Right down the road over here. We've got offices in Plymouth and in Lebanon as well. We got Grafton County covered pretty well as the rest of the state. Let me tell you this about Andrew real quick. He's going to be here in a couple of minutes. I got to introduce him in New York back in May, and there was a Trump voter in the audience. And I went down to him and I asked, why are you here? Because this is an Asian American man who wants to give every American $1,000 a month, no question asked. What the hell are you doing here? And he said, here's the thing. Donald Trump, he realized, was the wrong answer to the right question. And he realized that Andrew Yang was the right answer to the right question. The question is this: how come everybody tells us GDP is flying up, inflation is low, unemployment is low, the numbers are great, and yet for 70 to 90% of the population, they feel like they're walking on an economic tightrope with no net underneath? If we cannot answer that question well, the anxiety and the reality that has led millions of Americans to crisscross and are willing to take massive chances in American politics and with the future of the country will not end. And I fear that if we decide that the juxtaposition, the way to beat Donald Trump in 2020, is the idea that the opposite of an outsider who doesn't have their act together is an insider, is to completely misunderstand the temperature of the American people. The opposite of an outsider who doesn't have their crap together is an outsider who does have his crap together. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Yang.
That's right.
Tell me, those of you that are not yet officially Yang Gang, shout it out. What do you need to know before you're willing to sign on the line as done?
What is he going to do for the military?
Well, I'll tell you this. He'll make sure that you don't go to a war that has no end, no mission, no purpose. He will bring people home where they're standing right now, where for so many years, Congress has abdicated its responsibility. He's willing to talk about that tonight. If he doesn't talk about it in his stump speech, you should ask him that question. Because what we find is at a time when there's instability around the world, at a time when the United States is needed to help provide that stability around the world, to be an example that can lead, we are failing on the job. And unfortunately, I think because of all the economic anxiety that is very real, that we hear in the audiences and all the town hall events that we do, often foreign policy doesn't even come up in the Q&A. And it's not because it's not important, it's because there are other things that dominate the consciousness of the American people right now. So I know that Andrew has spent a lot of time on it. I think the way he communicates on it, even compared to 6 months ago. Remember, this is a guy who never ran for dog catcher before. To go from not running for dog catcher to being as high as 4th place in early state and national polls is a heck of an accomplishment. And one thing that he says, and I'll probably say tonight, if going from who the hell is Andrew Yang to the top 6 nationally, that's the hard part, folks. The rest of it is more possible than ever. If you look at the folks ahead of us in the field, there are lots of good folks, good Americans running for president. But the reality is that the number one priority for Democrats, and indeed many other players, is to defeat Donald Trump. The polls show that the person with the best chance when we see the head-to-head is Andrew Yang. The reason I signed up is because I have never seen a candidate for president that has as many people from other sides of the aisle show up at their events. I've seen non-voters and young voters, Trump voters, Sanders voters, Clinton voters, Gary Johnson voters, libertarians who like the idea that $1,000 a month means that we think you know better what to do with that $1,000 a month than the government does. That gets libertarians and liberals and conservatives and moderates and new people all together. That is the face of the future of the country. And luckily, we have a young and diverse and sophisticated outsider face that I think represents the next Democratic nominee and represents the next president of the United States. Now, he is not here yet. And I was about to tell you he was. Sure, that was going to be a real good win. Part of the business here is that I have people that point fingers up and they tell me how much time is left. So when I do this, how many minutes did that typically mean? 2. Wrong.
1.
I just found out. It's more than 2. It's 2 plus whatever is actually going to take. So, there you go. Try the deal. Somebody, thank you for shouting out the answer a moment ago. Anybody else, what do you need to know to sign on the line that is done?
Are you going to give it 12? Healthcare, does it include vision, dental?
Well, he's going to be here in the next 30 minutes. I will tell you, he'll be coming out with his Medicare for All plan in days, not weeks, as his words. Every American should be able to rely on health care that is not going to put them under. I would not support someone who didn't share that principle. I grew up in a household where my dad was self-employed. a carpenter who couldn't sell a house that he built in the early 90s during that nasty recession. We dropped our insurance because we couldn't afford it. And 3 months after we did, my mom was 39 years old and had a heart attack. Now, she survived and she's still with us today, grew up in Manchester. But an $80,000 medical bill later, and 2 to 3 calls a day from bill collectors asking us when we were going to pay the bill, as if we had the money for the insurance but didn't want to pay it because we wanted to wait until a catastrophe. So my parents did what millions of Americans do. It's the number one reason why people file bankruptcy in this country. Being uninsured and having medical emergency. I would not sign up with somebody that didn't believe that that was a priority to take care of too. Now, I'm told he actually is. So enough of this. Ladies and gentlemen, the next President of the United States, Andrew Yang!
Let's go, Andrew!
I'm about to go, sir. Thank you all for coming out on a Friday night. I had a blast. I did my official filing on the ballot in New Hampshire a little earlier today, and that felt great. People are reminiscing about our first trip here to New Hampshire in early 2018. And I have to say, the crowd was a lot smaller than this one. The crowd was a lot smaller than the one that was conquered today. I didn't want to tell you how small the crowd was. I felt like the crowd would be practically alive, unless like 3 people is a crowd, which technically 3 is a crowd. So a very, very small crowd of people. But it's grown and grown since early 2018 to a point where now I stand before you. I'm either 4th, 5th, or 6th to be the next president of the United States.
Yeah!
And so much of it is because of the people here in New Hampshire. New Hampshire has been, frankly, like a second home for me over the last 2 years or so. And it was my actual home in high school. I went to high school right here in New Hampshire. I went to Phillips Exeter Academy. When I first well, when I first came to the state, I was like, hey, I went to Exeter, does that count? And then people were like, all counts. And I was like, yes. People actually seem excited. There are many people who obviously know people who went to Exeter. They had me back to speak a number of months ago, and I told them, I said, I haven't been back since I graduated because I did not enjoy my time here. And then the student body that erupted in applause, and I was like, oh no. That wasn't my intended reaction. But I will say I would never be running for president if not for Phillips Exeter Academy. It completely transformed my sense of what was possible. After that, I went to Brown University in Rhode Island, studying economics. Didn't know Brown guy?
Yeah. We were there at the same time, right?
Really?
We were, yeah.
Really? No, we're gonna catch up or I graduated from Brown, didn't know what to do, so I went to law school, was an unhappy lawyer for 5 months. And the job just wasn't a good fit because at least the type of law I was practicing, you had to think of the worst things that could happen and then try and put them in a contract. And so I was like, wow, why do I feel like I'm being so negative all the time? I'm like 25. I should be doing something more positive, like open a business like this one. So in my case, I thought, how many of you all have started a club or business or mailing list or organization? Oh, look at that, look around. So many enterprising entrepreneurial folks here. So if you have your hand up, you know 2 things. Number 1, it's much harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
And number 2, when someone asks you how it's going, what do you say?
Great.
Great. There's only one answer to that question. No one wants to hear about your problem. So you say, it's going great. And my little business went great until it failed. My parents told people I was still a lawyer because they're Asian and it was probably easier that way. But I've been bitten by the bug and I said, I need to try and get better at building a business. So I worked for a more experienced entrepreneur for a number of years, and then I became the CEO of an education company that grew to become number one in the US and was bought by a bigger company in 2009. Now 2009 was a really tough time in a lot of the country. How many of you were in this part of New Hampshire in 2009, like 10 years ago? How was it around here?
Slow.
Very slow, right? Like business slowed to a crawl. A lot of people lost their homes during this time. Business went south around much of the country. And I thought I had some insight as to why our economy had crashed. Our economy had crashed in large part because the wannabe whiz kids I'd gone to Exeter and Brown and Columbia with had gone to Wall Street and created these exotic financial instruments and derivatives and mortgage-backed securities that it turns out crashed the economy. So I said, what a disaster, what a train wreck, I can't believe this is what we're doing. And so I started to imagine what you want people to do in an ideal world. And the vision I came up with was that I would want people to go to places like Detroit and Providence and Cleveland and Baltimore and St. Louis and start businesses and create jobs. Now, having started a business and failed myself in my 20s, I thought, well, that's going to be really hard. How am I going to do that? But then I thought, well, the way I got better was I worked for a more experienced entrepreneur for a number of years, and then I felt I had enough to maybe strike out on my own. So my organization, Venture for America, connected people who wanted to learn how to build a business with existing growth businesses in 15 cities around the country where you could apprentice, you were someone's sidekick. And then at the end of a couple of years, if you wanted to start your own business, we had a little seed fund and a bunch of mentors to try and help you. That was so weird. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, someone should do that. So I joke in entrepreneurship, there are only two attitudes you can have. One is someone else will do it, and that almost never works. And then the other attitude is like, I'm going to have to do it, and then that sometimes works. You know what I mean? So in my case, I quit my job and said, I'm going to start this organization. I started calling rich friends with this question: do you love America? Then the smarter one then said, what does it mean if I say yes to this question? And then I said at least $10,000. So I raised a couple $100,000, put in some of my own money, and then started talking to businesses who wanted to recruit operators and training. Organization grew and grew. I did this for 7 years. Organization grew to the millions. I helped create several thousand jobs in 15 cities around the country. It was so successful that I was honored by the Obama administration as a champion of change. So my wife got to meet the president. So my in-laws were excited about me for about a week. I saw the pictures, they're like, yeah, she did okay. So I was getting clapped on the back for our successes, but I had this sinking feeling that my work was like pouring water into a bathtub that had a giant hole ripped in the bottom. Where for any job we were helping to create, we were losing many more jobs because of much bigger changes. How many of you are from here in New Hampshire, New England? Let's try that. How about the Midwest? Hey, you're learning something about your neighbors. It's fun, right? How about the South?
Oh, wait, Southwest.
Southwest will count. Let's go ahead. Oh, where from? Wow, that's like the Pacific Northwest, Northwest-ish. West Coast or Northwest, try that. Colorado, throw it there. California, definitely. So I grew up in upstate New York. I went to high school and college in New England, so I had never seen a lot of the Midwest and the South until I ran Venture for America. And I was blown away by the gulf between different regions in this country, where if you fly between parts of Michigan and Manhattan, or St. Louis and San Francisco, you feel like you're crossing dimensions or decades or ways of life and not just going a few time zones. But I was still surprised when Donald Trump won in 2016. When he became our president. Now, some of you reacted with shock and surprise and tears and dismay, but all of us have friends and family members and neighbors who were thrilled that he won. To me, his victory was a giant stop sign that said, okay, let me hold up and figure out what the heck is happening and what we're doing. Because tens of millions of our fellow Americans decided that taking a bet on the narcissist reality TV star was the right move. I mean, like, that's not like, oh, business as usual. It's like, holy cow. Like, we are really screwing things up on a colossal level if this is what America chose. If you turned on cable news, why would you think that Donald Trump won in 2016?
Russia.
Hillary.
Russia,
The FBI.
Winner.
the FBI, Facebook, racism, emails,
Outrage.
all smashed together into a really nasty cocktail somehow, right? It's like put it all together, makes like the MSNBC, CNN cocktail. So,
Just wasn't a better choice, that's what it was.
and Hillary Clinton, for sure. That I dug into the numbers, and there's a very clear explanation in the numbers that I think may be familiar to some of you. The reason Donald Trump won in 2016 was that we blasted away, we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs that were based in Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Missouri, Iowa. If that list of states sounds familiar, those are all the swing states that Donald Trump needed to win and did win. You know, only one other ones were like Florida. Here in New Hampshire, you all lost almost 40,000 manufacturing jobs, but you lost them a little bit earlier. And many of those communities were in the northern part of the state, and those communities often have not recovered. Like, I have traveled through those communities here in New Hampshire, and one very consistent thread is that a voting district where they lose manufacturing jobs goes red very quickly. That's in the voting district map. If you get rid of these manufacturing jobs, that area goes red. Unfortunately, we're not stopping with the manufacturing jobs. How many of you noticed stores closing around where you live in this part of New Hampshire? And why are those retail stores closing?
Amazon.
Amazon, that's right. Amazon's soaking up $20 billion in business every single year. How much did Amazon pay in federal taxes last year?
Zero.
Zero. That is your math, New Hampshire. 20 billion out, zero back. 30% of your stores and malls closed for good. Most common job in most of the country is retail clerk. Average retail clerk is a 39-year-old woman making between $9 and $10 an hour. So what is she going to do when her store closes?
Suffer.
Suffer. How many of you have seen a self-serve kiosk in a McDonald's or fast food restaurant? They're going to be in every location in the United States by 2021, according to McDonald's. And what they're doing at the front of the house, they're now starting to look at the back of the house, like the robot burger flippers and stuff like that. Being in food service or food preparation is the third most common job in the United States. When you all call the customer service line of a big company and you get the voice of, like, the robot voice on the other line, you do the same thing I do, which is you pound 000 so you I'll do that. Representative. That's true, that software is miserable. Yeah, like some of the agent. Yeah, agent. Oh, yeah, agent. That's the other one. In 2 or 3 short years, though, the software is going to sound like this. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? What can I do for you? It's going to be fast, seamless, delightful. You might not even know it's software. What is that going to mean for the 2.5 million Americans who work in call centers right now making $14 an hour? Good job. If you doubt this, I spoke to a group of 70 CEOs in New York City, and I asked them, how many of you are looking at replacing your back office clerical workers with AI and software? Guess how many hands up out of 70? All of them. All 70. The fact is, you can fire that CEO who wasn't at least looking at that deal. Because his job is to service and maximize the bottom line. And if a tech company comes in and says, hey, I've got software that can do your job of like 1,000 call center workers, you're going to save a lot of money, and you say, no, I'm not going to do that, you get fired the next quarter. As soon as they figure out that's what you did. That's the system we have built. We have built a system that revolves around the almighty dollar. And there was a long time in the 20th century where what worked for the bottom line of corporations had some correlation to how we're doing, but that correlation started breaking down decades ago, and then we still pretend it's there. The changes that are hitting retail, call centers, food service, manufacturing, which happen to be 4 of the top 5 employment categories in the United States, are going to peak when it hits truck driving. How many of you all know a trucker here in New Hampshire? A lot of hands up. Some of you may be truckers. It's not surprising because driving a truck is the most common job in 29 states. There are 3.5 million truck drivers in the United States. 94% men, average age 49, make $46,000 plus a year on average. It's a really brutal, demanding job though. I mean, you're like there on the road 4 days a week. My friends in California are working on robot trucks that can drive themselves. And if you YouTube them, you can see how far along they are. They say they're 98% of the way there. UPS just invested in robot trucks that are rolling around the highways in Arizona as we speak. What is that going to mean for the 3.5 million truckers or the 7 million Americans who work in truck stops, motels, and diners that rely on the truckers getting out and having a meal every day? Donald Trump is not the cause of all of our problems, regardless of what cable news says or the Democrats seem to be saying. He's a symptom. He's a manifestation of rot that has been building for decades, of an economy that is pushing more and more of us to the side. And for whatever reason, our politicians aren't up to the challenge. They look up and they have their own explanations that ignore the facts on the ground. Experts are calling this time the fourth industrial revolution, the greatest economic transformation in the history of our country. When is the last time you even heard a politician say the words fourth industrial revolution?
Right now.
Just now. And I'm barely a politician. I truly am. Like I was just a guy being like, oh shit, like Trump won. Thank you. And then my first move was not to run for president because I'm not insane. I went to Washington D.C. with my facts, my figures, and my PowerPoint deck, and I wrote a book that I was out there. And I went to the folks in Washington D.C. and I said, what are we going to do to help our fellow citizens manage the most historic economic transformation in our history? And what do you think the folks in Washington D.C. said to me when I said, what are we going to do?
Nothing.
We should check on that.
The three big responses I got were, we cannot talk about that. We should study that further. We should educate and retrain all Americans for the jobs of the future. And I said, well, that last one sounds halfway responsible, but I looked at the studies. You all want to guess how effective the government-funded retraining programs were for the manufacturing workers who lost their jobs in the Midwest?
Negative 20%.
I'm anchoring you low because it is low. It's 0 to 15%. They're a total failure. That group, if you look at the manufacturing workers in the Midwest, and I'm sure it's similar to what happened here in New Hampshire, almost half of those manufacturing workers left the workforce and never worked again. And of that group, half filed for disability. You then saw surges in suicides and drug overdoses in those communities to the point that our life expectancy has declined for the last 3 years in a row in the United States because suicides and drug overdoses overtook vehicle deaths for the first time in history. So when I said to the folks in DC, hey, we are terrible at retraining according to all of the studies, you know what their response was?
Doesn't matter.
I guess we'll get better at it. And then they went back to their lunch. They do not care. Because it turns out, successful, unsuccessful has no impact on them, their paychecks, their lives. They can write off community after community, send us into distress and drug addiction and despair, and it does not affect them in the least. Washington, D.C. is now the richest metro area in the country. What do they produce?
No.
Does anyone know?
Politician thing.
You know what that city is? Paperwork, bad decisions, McMansions in ugly neighborhoods. I find the suburbs kind of ugly. Well, one person said something to me that brought me here to you all tonight. He said, Andrew, you're in the wrong town. No one here in DC is going to do anything about this. Because fundamentally, this is not a town of leaders, this is a town of followers. And the only way we'll do anything about it is if you create a wave in other parts of the country and bring that wave crashing down on our heads.
Let's go.
I'm so glad I had someone with me to witness this, because you think I was making that up, right? You think that's some movie supervillain speech. No, it was a DC lobbyist speech. And I heard this and I said, challenge fucking accepted.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. You are the wave. We are building the wave that will crash down on their heads, wake them up, and say it's time to rewrite the rules of the 21st century economy so that it works for us, the people of this country. So what does that rewriting look like? If you're here tonight, and I know Steve talks about it, you heard there's an Asian man running for president who wants to give everyone $1,000 a month.
How are you going to pay for it?
And the first time you heard that, you thought, that's a gimmick, you can't pay for it, it's too good to be true. But first I'll walk you through the history. This is not my idea, it's not a new idea. Thomas Paine was for it at the founding of the country, called it the citizen's dividends, and all Americans should get a dividend every year. Martin Luther King fought for it in the 1960s, called it the guaranteed minimum income, and it is what he was fighting for the day he was killed in 1968. 1,000 economists, including Milton Friedman, patron saint of conservative economists, endorsed it, and it was so mainstream, it passed the U.S. House of Representatives twice in 1971 under Richard Nixon. It's called the Family Assistance Plan, would have guaranteed an income floor for all Americans. And then 11 years later, one state actually passed a dividend where now everyone in that state gets between $1,000 and $2,000 a year, no questions asked. And what state is that?
Alaska.
And how do they pay for it?
Oil.
And what is the oil of the 21st century?
Technology.
Data, technology, AI, software, self-driving cars and trucks. A study just came out that said that our data is now worth more than oil. How many of you saw that? How many of you have access to a Netflix password? There's a documentary called The Great Hack that has that fact in there and the study among others. Do you all remember getting your data check in the mail last month?
No.
No, where did the data checks go? Facebook, Amazon, Google, the big trillion-dollar tech companies that are paying zero or near zero in taxes. So my friend here asked, how do you pay everyone $1,000 a month? Where do you get that money? Remember there's a saying, it was like Willie Sutton, the bank robber, and you asked him, why do you rob the bank? And then what did he say?
That's where the money is.
That's where the money is, that's right. So where is the money in today's economy? It's with the Amazons, the Facebooks, and Googles, the trillion-dollar tech companies that are hoovering up all this value and then paying near zero in taxes. So if you give us our fair share of every Amazon sale, every Google search, every Facebook ad, every robot truck mile, you quickly generate hundreds of billions of dollars that you then put into our hands. Particularly because after you all get this dividend of $1,000 a month, the money doesn't disappear. Where does the money go?
Back into the economy.
Yeah, maybe you might stop here and get an extra beer, am I right? No, I want you all to reflect on where the money would actually go. How would you spend it in real life?
Education.
School loans,
Car repairs.
car repairs we've been putting on. Okay, did someone say skis? Was it skis? It's like,
It's legit.
business overhead. How much of it would stay here in your community?
Most of it.
Most of it. Some of it would float away, you know? You might get an extra blender on Amazon or something and ship it to you. But most of it would go into the stuff that makes your community function and thrive every single day. You can go to daycare and Little League signups and car repairs you've been putting off and weatherproofing of your home. And much of that value would flow right back into your Main Street economy. You know, the mechanic might have to hire another person, the tutor at the daycare center might have to hire another staffer. This is actually how we build a trickle-up economy. From our people, our families, and our communities up. This is the opposite of the trickle-down garbage that has been weakening us for decades.
But if everybody gets $1,000 more, isn't inflation going to go up? Oh, and therefore everything else is going to cost more. Second, not $1,000.
All right.
But
this is important. This is
everything where everything's going to go up.
This is a common sense question. It's a common sense question that virtually everyone has. So first, I want to point out a couple of things. Do you all remember Rogan, the $4 trillion bailout of Wall Street?
No.
No, we weren't for that. Do you remember anyone looking around being like, "Hey, where are we going to get the money?" And the third thing is, do you remember anyone saying like, "What about inflation? If we give the banks $4 trillion?" Anyone? You remember anyone worried about that?
No.
No. They printed $4 trillion for the banks. No inflation based upon the money supply. Now, what is the most popular place to get a dinner here in Littleton? Shanghai, all right. How much does dinner cost in Shanghai?
25, 30 person.
15, 20,
Okay, let's call it, it seems like he's a big spender in Shanghai. So let's say it's 20 bucks. All right, so I become your president, the dividend starts going out, and you decide to celebrate at Shanghai. And then you get there, and then instead of the meal being 20 bucks, it's 30 bucks. How do you react?
Good thing I got that 1,000.
Are you going to be like, cool, you jacked up the price 50%? Like, or are you going to be like, wait a minute, wasn't this 20 bucks like last week? Like, why is it all of a sudden 30 bucks?
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not like if you have an extra $1,000 a month, you become cost insensitive or budget insensitive. You still like bargains. And so if Shanghai decides to jack up their prices, it would take everyone in the community to also jack up their prices simultaneously. And then all it takes is one business to say, you know what, I'm not going to gouge you. And then you would all go to that place. And then Shanghai would be like, I guess gouging people 50% doesn't work. There are three sources of inflation right now in American life. They're unfortunately the ones that make us miserable. Housing, education, and healthcare. If you look at the other consumer goods that we purchase every day, they're not skyrocketing in price. And the sources of inflation are not us having money in our hands. So if you think about clothing, electronics, media, cars, food to a large extent, the prices are essentially stable. And those are very competitive, dynamic markets. The places where there are inflation are not dynamic, where we've actually set up dysfunctional markets for some of the most important things in our lives. So healthcare is the worst of them, where they just keep on ratcheting up the prices every single year because that's their business model, and you feel like you don't have no choice but to pay. Education is similar. Why has college gotten 2.5 times more expensive?
Because it's regulated.
So what it is actually not allowed to compete freely, because what happens when they jack up the cost of college? You feel like you have no choice but to pay, and then what do? They make government loans available to you. So then you wind up with $1.6 trillion in student loan debt because you're like, well, I have no choice but to pay this. And they're like, here are the loans. And then now we have young people walking around with life-changing mountains of debt. Healthcare, it's similar. You feel like you don't have any choice but to pay. So then they just keep sticking it to you more and more, and it's the number one cause of bankruptcy. So if you put money into our hands, all of the competitive markets still remain competitive. It allows us to manage the costs where they do exist, and I have separate plans to bring down the inflation in education, healthcare, and housing, which are the three things that are making us miserable. This section makes me really happy. So why did college get so expensive over the last 25 years?
Limited supply.
So the price went up 250%, and the administrator to student ratio went up 200%. And this is not professors, it's not faculty, it's not faculty administrators. So what you have to do to try and get the cost down is you have to say, look, you're getting all of this support from the government, like you need to bring your administrator to student ratio down to historical norms. And then the universities would scream bloody murder. They'd be like, you can't do that. And they'd be like, I think you'll figure it out somehow. And then after they do start streamlining their ranks of administrators, they would realize that most of those administrators had absolutely nothing to do with the student experience. It's just that they had very, very clunky, cumbersome bureaucracies that got built up that became essentially a hidden tax on people.
But they put on a good Quidditch game.
A good Quidditch game.
I don't know how to respond to that. No, I am cool enough to know what Quidditch is. And I did watch a Harry Potter movie or two.
Just two.
I maybe saw a third on a plane. So the freedom dividend, this $1,000 a month, it sounds too good to be true, but it's actually an inevitable next step. If you look at where we are as a society. I mean, I'm talking about these changes that are coming. This is before AI leaves the lab and starts ripping through various industries and organizations. I am friends with some of the top technologists in our country, and the more they know, the more concerned they are. The conversations you have with the senior technologists do not go like this. Hey, you know exactly what's on the cutting edge. Yes, I do. How are things going to be? Like, it'll work out. That's not the conversation. It'll be like, hey, you also want to cut again? Like, yes, I do. Like, how scared are you? Very, very scared. Like, that is what's going on. This stuff's about to get real, and we are adapting to it terribly right now. This is one of the great myths. There are a bunch of myths right now in American life, and one myth is that somehow we are all infinitely adaptable, and that every time these changes happen, we're all just somehow moving and like making all these major life decisions and retraining and like taking on all these new rules. That is not real life. We're not widgets, we're not robots, like we're human beings. When you have these massive changes, then we react like human beings do, in a variety of ways. Donald Trump, you remember when he was running for president, we had these unemployment numbers, and he was like, these are fake news, remember that? And then he became president, all of a sudden they became real news. He was right the first time. The economic statistics are painting an overly rosy picture that does not match up with reality. What are the three big numbers that the press beats us over the head with to say things are great?
GDP.
Stock prices. Headline unemployment rate. What's the third?
GDP.
GDP. All right, so GDP. How many of you were excited about GDP when you woke up this morning? You're like, I'm going to make a big contribution. It's going to be a big GDP day for me. No, it's ridiculous. And again, GDP is at record highs while our life expectancy is declining. GDP is at record highs, also at record highs in the United States of America. Stress, anxiety, student loan debt, financial insecurity, suicides and drug overdoses, all at either record highs or multi-decade highs. So if GDP is telling us that things are great and we know different, then we need to actually change the measure to correspond to how we're doing. The inventor of GDP said 100 years ago, this is a terrible measurement of national well-being. We should never use this. He said, you can look it up, Simon Kuznets. He was like, this is not the measurement you should use. So here we are 100 years later, following GDP off a cliff. Robot trucks will be great for GDP. Going to be terrible for a lot of Americans. So instead of GDP, how should we be measuring how we're doing?
Mental health.
Mental health and freedom from substance abuse. That would be tremendous. Then you would see that 8 Americans are dying every hour of drug overdose. You would say, well, that's shocking. That's unconscionable. You have to try and attack that number and get it down to something really zero if you could. And I know many of you have had your families and friends touched and devastated and had lives changed by the opiate epidemic. So that would be like a core measure. And I can talk about the opiate epidemic at length because it makes me so angry.
Why?
Why?
The opiate epidemic is a disease of capitalism run amok. It's maybe the worst emblem of this era, where a company, Purdue Pharma, distributed OxyContin and said it was a non-addictive wonder drug and just got us hooked. There was a point where there were more opiate prescriptions, oxy prescriptions in the state of Ohio than there were human beings in the state of Ohio. Think about that for a second.
That shit's
And the
crazy.
government looked up at that and said, yeah, that's right. Like, that's
Shit, bro.
And like, how on earth could you, as a functioning society, be like, that's an appropriate level of oxy? And so then, we all know what happened. People, it turned out it's a super addictive drug. People got addicted to OxyContin, and then it moved over to heroin and fentanyl because those are actually cheaper and more accessible opiates than OxyContin. Purdue Pharma made, well, they got fined $600 million, which sounds like a lot, until you realize they made $30 billion. It was a 2% fine. That family is now one of the richest families in the entire country, and they killed tens of thousands of Americans. It's blood money, it's corrupt. They should be in jail. We should get all of that money back and put it to work trying to make our communities stronger and more whole.
Damn right.
Whole again after all that we have lost. You know, you can't give someone money and say, I'm sorry your son died. Like,
right.
You know, I mean, like, that's where we are.
Legalize marijuana.
This is one of the diseases of capitalism that is the clearest sign of how badly things have gone for us. Is that people realize they could make money off of our health, our well-being, our lives, and they did it. They just leveled it up to the max, to a point it became obscene. And they still haven't paid the price. If I'm president, they'll pay the fucking price. That's for damn sure.
Get up!
issues of substance abuse?
I will talk about substance abuse because I sense that, you know, I love talking about it damage pain than a lot of the things that we have that are legal.
That's right.
And I would pardon everyone who's in jail for a non-violent marijuana-related offense.
Yeah.
Will you tax it?
Of course. You have to have number two, if you look at what's happening with the opiate epidemic, I was with a high school student who said that his classmates had fentanyl patches on their arms and they're already addicted. And he said, what can we do to get them better? And so I started looking for solutions that would actually help get those high school students off of the opiates. And what I found was that other countries had legalized those opiates for personal use, not dealing, not selling. But if you get caught with heroin or fentanyl or any opiate, we don't send you to jail, we send you to treatment centers and counseling. And then people know this.
Who's going to pay for those facilities though? Because New Hampshire, they're not free.
Yeah, and that is the problem. Again, that's why you start with the drug money.
Paying for them in prison.
Money. We have to make it, to me, this was a failure of capitalism and a failure of government at the highest level. And so what's immoral is for the government to fail you all, say that, hey, we let Purdue start this opiate plague, and then say, and now you're on your own, you have to pay the bill. Like, this is their bill, and we're going to put the money to work. This is, again, not a money problem. Money will not be an obstacle. Anyone who wants treatment will get it, and money will not be the barrier.
So how are you going to, are the people just going to volunteer time? Or how are you going to find the source? Like, we're not going to work for free.
Of course not.
So, like, how are you going to get the money for those people who are taking time from their days if it's not?
When you say that people who are taking time from the days, you mean the professionals treating people for addiction?
Yeah.
Of course they get paid.
They're
What
professional.
you do is you pass a bill, like many other things, and you say you can call it the Make People Whole bill. You get all the profits from the drug companies, which were literally tens of billions of dollars. You go to a state like New Hampshire and say, okay, how many people need treatment? You figure out how much money that costs, and you write the check because it's owed to you. The government failed you, failed us, and the government needs to try and make that better, even though, again, there's nothing they can do to make it better. But you have to at least try, and then instead of throwing our friends and family members into jail if they are addicted, we have to say, look, we're going to send you to counseling and treatment, and when other countries have made opiates for personal use legal, they have seen much lower rates of abuse and overdose. Saying that this is a personal failure is not correct. Like, this is a systemic, structural failure at the highest levels. So,
Yeah.
So what we have to do is we have to actually start measuring our progress on those numbers. How many of us are dying of overdoses? How mentally healthy we are? How our kids are doing? Whether our elderly Americans or seniors can retire with dignity instead of working till the day they die. These are the measurements of our economy that would actually mean something to us and would tell us how we're doing, instead of these phantom stats that they beat us over the head and say things are great and it's your fault if you're suffering. It is not your fault you're suffering. We have built a failed system and a failing system. And it's flopping around. It's sort of pretending it's still working, but we know better. We have to rewrite the rules so that it works for us, build a new trickle-up economy from the ground up, and then start measuring things in the right ways.
Amen.
This is the new way forward, and this is the way forward that you all can make real. If I was in any other part of the country talking to you like this, it would be a fantasy and a waste of time. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, the rest of the country looks up and they see the pipes just clogged with millions of dollars of lobbyist cash, and they say their votes do not matter. And generally speaking, they are right. Americans are smart. They look up and they say, I can do nothing about this. But you can, and only you. New Hampshire is one of the only places in the country where democracy still functions the way it's intended. I did the math. Do you know how many Californians each of you is worth?
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 Californians apiece. What is the fire code in this establishment?
We're over it.
So what is that?
Don't say that loud.
All right, so there are 59 people. That's the equivalent of 1.5 football stadiums of Californians. That is the power in this room tonight to reshape the future of this country. That's why I love being here. You must be the wave. There's no one else. If you create this vision and present it to the rest of the country, it will take off like wildfire. Like, you can make it real in a way that no one else can. I love being here for that fact. And if you see this vision, you say, this is the direction we need to go, you'll be joining with hundreds of thousands of other Americans who have been fueling this campaign. My campaign raised $10 million last quarter alone in increments of only $30 each. So my fans are almost as cheap as Bernie's. But not a dime of corporate PAC money. It's all everyday Americans like you saying that we can do better for our kids. How many of you all are parents like I am? I've got 2 boys. If you're a parent, you have had the same thought I have, which is that we have left our kids a very, very dark future. Much darker than the lives we have led. We owe it to them to do better. If you were born in the 1940s in the United States of America, there was a 93% chance you're going to do better than your parents by the numbers in terms of income and general socioeconomic success. If you were born in the 1990s, you were down to a 50-50 shot. And guess which way that's going? Lower. That was the American dream. That was us saying our kids will do better than we did. And that dream is dying before our eyes. We all can see it and feel it. I'm a numbers guy. I looked at the numbers and I said, yeah, it's definitely dying. It's on its last legs. And it's up to us to be able to look our kids in the eyes and say that we made it better for you. We rewrote the rules. I'm not with you tonight because I always dreamed about being president. I actually have moderately low interest in a political career. I'm running for president because, like many of you in this room tonight, I'm a parent, I'm a patriot. I have seen the future that lies ahead for our kids, and it is not something I'm willing to accept.
Yeah!
And I will fight for a better future, but I need you to fight with me, New Hampshire.
Let's do it!
Donald Trump is our president today because he got a lot of the problems right. What was Hillary? He said he was going to make America great again, and what was Hillary Clinton's response?
America's already great.
America's already great. Remember that? That didn't quite work. He got a lot of the problems right, and we need to acknowledge their depth and severity and reality. But his solutions were not what we need. His solutions were, we're going to build a wall, we're going to turn the clock backwards, we're going to bring the old jobs back. New Hampshire, we have to do the opposite of many of these things. We have to turn the clock forward. We have to accelerate our economy and society as quickly as possible. And we have to evolve in the way we think about ourselves and our work and our value. And I'm the ideal candidate for that job because the opposite of Donald Trump is an Asian man who likes math.
Let's go, Andrew!
Let's make the whole thing in 2020. It's on you. Thank you all. I love New Hampshire. Am I taking questions? I am back. How many of you all are concerned about climate change? If you don't have your hand up, you should. Here in New Hampshire, you all know that climate change is already wreaking havoc on many communities. I was just in Portsmouth, and there are houses and buildings that are flooding regularly now that were not flooding a number of years ago. And Portsmouth lost a multi-million-dollar shrimping business that went to zero because all the shrimp died because the waterborne. So we need to go very, very big to try and combat climate change. I would put a price on carbon pollution to try and internalize the costs and make polluters pay. I would move all the fossil fuel subsidies, the tens of billions we're subsidizing them with, and move them to solar, wind, and renewable sources of energy. The toughest part is that the United States of America only accounts for 15% of global emissions. The other 85% are outside of our country. And what's happening in the rest of the world is that China is going to Africa with a power plant and saying it burns coal. What do you think? And then what do they say?
Let's do it.
They say great. Because the African country does not care about carbon. It just cares about energy as cheap as possible. So then what do we have to do if we want to try and not have them turn on the coal-burning power plant?
Tariffs.
We have to get there and say, hey, don't take the coal-burning power plant. We've got solar panels for you and turbines, and we are going to subsidize them up the wazoo so that this is actually a better bargain. Because again, the African country does not care about carbon levels, it just cares about the cheapest energy possible. We subsidize things all the time in exports. We need to start subsidizing some of these renewable technologies in order to help the other 85% go down. If we work on our own 15%, the other 85% goes up. It still gets worse. The fact is, we are decades late to this. There's a proverb that says the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. We're in that situation now. Putting money into our hands actually helps protect us from climate change, because who suffers the worst in natural disasters?
Poor people.
Poor people. Poor people. People who don't have a car to get into, people who don't have like a shelter or a place to go. So putting money in our hands actually helps us protect ourselves, but then we have to invest hundreds of billions of dollars in making our communities more resilient and mitigate some of the worst impacts of climate change. I call it moving people to higher ground, which is a little bit dramatic, but the fact is there are already climate refugees in the United States. We already relocated a town in Louisiana because it became uninhabitable. And it's happening more and more in communities around the country. So this is the big plan on climate change. The plan is to try and get emissions down in the U.S. Over the next number of years, but it's going to be a massive challenge. And I think we should be open about the fact that climate change is here with us. It's going to do a ton of harm, and we actually need to invest money directly to try and protect our communities and not leave you on an island if you're hit by a hurricane or a drought or like these fires in California. Our friends were getting pushed out. You know it's bad if LeBron James got kicked out of his house. You know what I mean? It's like, doesn't matter how much money you have, you gotta freaking wake the kids up and go. Like that, and all of that stuff is climate change, because the forests of California become tinderboxes because they got warmer, and the government doesn't have the resources to manage it. So we need to actually militarize our response to a lot of the worst effects of climate change. I would bulk up the U.S. Forest Service. There are a lot of nuts and bolts that we can do to manage it, but we have to be realistic. I'd like to go, yes. Sure, man.
Okay.
I don't know if this mic works. Look at you.
Well, I'm going to be able to vote next year.
Nice.
And I've been having a political discussion with my parents. And when I bring you up, the first thing my dad says is, "Oh, Andrew Yang, you mean that's socialist?" So I'm wondering why that's his response and many other people's response.
Because I haven't done any research.
Well, thanks for working on it, man. So what I say immediately is that this is capitalism where income doesn't start at zero. And the fact is, putting money in our hands makes the markets work better, makes businesses stronger, makes the economy more dynamic, increases rates of business formation and risk-taking and entrepreneurship. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love business. And don't take my word for it. You know who else is a dyed-in-the-wool capitalist who's for this? Elon Musk, who's endorsed me. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, said we need a negative income tax, which is like a cousin to this plan. So putting money into our hands actually makes the markets function better. And if you want to get technical, you can tell your parents this, that socialism is technically when the government assumes the means of production, which is not what anyone's talking about. That would be the government coming in and saying, hey, now we own ExxonMobil. That's technically socialism. This is just putting money into our hands so that capitalism works better in the 21st century.
Hey, Trump wants to tell the other companies where to produce their parts. Have you ever read that?
Oh, yeah, true. That technically is government too. That's true. Yes, sure.
How do you think the way our current technology affects the way people connect with each other?
Oh, such a deep question. I haven't heard that. So the question was, how do I think technology affects how we interact with each other? Very interesting. There's been a surge in depression among teenage girls in particular that's coincident with social media use and smartphone adoption. And that's very, very strong research. So to me, social media is a real double-edged sword. We need to do better to protect ourselves from the negative effects. Raise your hand again if you're a parent. So if you're a parent, you know that we are outdone by the tech companies, where you have our kids who just get addicted to screen time. I have a thing where anytime my kid's hypnotized, I'm like, who's more important, the screen or daddy? And they know the right answer. Sometimes they mess with me, they say the screen, and then I hold them upside down by an angle. My kids are pretty small. But I have friends in Silicon Valley who say, straight up, they say, look, we have the smartest engineers in the country working on making supercomputers into slot machines and dopamine delivery devices for teenage girls. And they get paid millions of dollars to do it. So that's what parents are up against. You know, we have to try and balance the scales and make it so that the positive aspects of this technology outweigh the negative. A guy named Jared Lanier said that negative emotions and sentiment and ideas are more powerful on the internet than positive ideas.
Yep.
Right. And so because of that, it's not even an even trade. It's like the negativity actually is stronger and more toxic than the positivity. So I would create a new department of the attention economy that's led by a design ethicist named Tristan Harris, who can get into the guts of the apps and figure out the design choices they made and say, look, like, we get it, you're trying to maximize engagement because that's how you make the most money, but we need a counterweight that corresponds to our mental health, our kids' mental health, and they're not going to do it on their own. Some of the more enlightened technologists have actually said to me, Andrew, we need a competent government as a partner on things like AI and some of the social media apps, because they say, look, all of my incentives are in one direction, and I need a counterweight, and I can't do it myself because it's like unilateral disarmament. Like, you know, I'm a CEO, I'm responsible for maximizing shareholder value, I have competitors, and so if I take my foot off the gas, they'll fire me. Like, that is the system we built. So they're actually looking and saying, we need a government to put some guardrails in. And that includes social media and technology and connecting with people. Thank you. In the back, there's 2 hands up.
What is your plan for methane or carbon? Because methane is a much more severe greenhouse gas than carbon.
I love that question. To me, a lot of when you look at the different pollutants and emissions, the biggest problem we have is that the firms that are producing these emissions aren't internalizing the cost. You know what? Like, if I pollute, like, I don't pay. We all pay like a tiny bit, but then it adds up over time. So to the extent that you have a firm that produces methane, then you have to try and price it in appropriately in terms of its overall impact, and then that will end up guiding both that industry and then potentially buying power in the right direction. But I agree with you.
If I could, I'll be the bad guy, because you never want the candidate to be the bad guy. Let's take one more question, and then we'll give you some directions for selfies and all that kind of thing.
Yes, I'd like to go, I'll head, oh wait, you got the sponsor here. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I am a first-year first-grade teacher, and I make less than $40K a year, and honestly, I spend a lot of it on materials in my classroom, and room and answer, and what, as the President of the United States, can you do for teachers and rural?
Well, first, let's give her a round of applause for I've got 2 boys myself. One is 7 and one is 4. One of them is autistic, and I have to say, I appreciate their teachers so much. Their teachers are like saints. You know, you deliver your kids into the classroom, and then you look at it, you see, you know immediately if the teacher is someone who cares and is looking out for your kid, or not. And like, when you see a good caring teacher, like, it just makes you so happy and excited and grateful, really. So the first thing you want to do is pay teachers more, because the data shows that a good teacher good thing. It's like the data clearly shows that a good teacher is worth your weight in gold if you look at the impact on, let's call it like a couple dozen kids over like the years. So we need to pay more. We need to get more teachers into classrooms, because the data also shows that if you have too many students per teacher, then the positive effects are lower. We need to lighten up on the standardized tests, because at this point they're like yet another bludgeon we're using on our kids. You know, we invented the SAT during World War II as a means to identify who not to send to the front lines. That's true, look it up. And now we treat our kids like every year is wartime. Does that really make sense to people? No, like, I would get rid of the active shooter drills. I mean, we're just oppressing and confusing our kids, and there's like no evidence that it's actually going to make anyone any safer. As a parent, I get notified of these active shooter drills, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Like, my kid's in like freaking pre-K and they're doing active shooter drills? Like, that's not appropriate. Like, by the say, any say on it.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, I can. Sure. So reduce standardized testing. This is a little bit above where you are in first grade. Oh, in rural areas, we need to make it so that you all have broadband access.
Yeah.
And this is something that's important for education, yes. This is yet another example of how messed up our system is. Why do rural areas not have broadband access? Because the companies don't think they can make a buck off. That's all it is. And the companies are like, I cannot be bothered because I'm not going to make money. So what you do as the government, you say, look, we will subsidize your laying the pipe so that rural areas have access to broadband, and then we'll make sure that you make a profit on it. It's not that great an expense, because the gap between where they are right now and then profitability is like this much. All you need is the government just to be like, look, we'll make up that difference, and then you'll get paid back over time. You can get broadband access to 99.8, 99.9% very quickly. That helps the kids. The other thing is we shouldn't pretend that all of our kids are going to go to college.
Yeah.
We need to invest massive resources in vocational and technical and apprenticeship because those jobs will actually be there. You know, only 6% of American high school students are in technical training. In Germany, that's 59%. Think about that goal. You know? So we need to ratchet it up in a very significant way. And you know why we didn't do it is because it's harder. It's easier just to throw some textbooks in the classroom and say, like, this will work. Like, it's harder to get someone in, it's harder to get someone into the shop or to a technical program or with an employer getting an apprenticeship. That stuff's harder, so we're like, too hard. The big thing too is that as an educator, you can control about 1/3 of your kid's academic performance. What are the other 2/3? Parents, home, number of words read to the kid, stress levels in the house, income, type of neighborhood. So in order to give our kids a real chance to learn, we need to put money into the parents' hands, the family's hands, maybe make it so that one parent actually can spend time with a kid, and then give that kid a fighting chance to come to school with a chance to learn, and then give you a real chance to teach.
So what about gun control?
So on the gun issue, I am pro the common sense gun regulations that the vast majority of Democrats, or the vast majority of Americans support. So that's universal background checks, red flag laws. But to me, the unspoken truth on the around gun deaths is that almost 2/3 of the deaths are suicides.
Yep, suicides.
And as someone, if we all had a self-destruct button on our body, we all know we would have pressed it at some point, in like a moment of shame or pain or despair or humiliation. And what happens with gun owners is sometimes they're in that situation and then they make a terrible, tragic, irrevocable decision and there's no coming back. They would have regretted it a moment later, but there is no later. So that to me is the unspoken killer around gun violence, where we need to invest in mental health resources for veterans and everyone. We need to try and lower our stress levels, and I suggest $1,000 a month would actually help us. That's a great deal. We need to strengthen our families, our homes, and also our schools, because 96% of the shooters that they're talking about in the press are boys or young men. And as the parent of a special needs boy, I know if you have the wrong boy in the wrong school, that can lead to very, very bad outcomes. And the vast majority of those bad outcomes are just for the boy himself. But then every once in a while, you have that boy acting out in a particular way. So to me, there's a massive chain of events that leads to gun violence, and you have to try and attack it at every step in the way.
All right. So that's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Andrew Yang tonight?
Yeah!
All right, first of all, let's give a big round of applause for an amazing brewer, if I may say so myself.
Yeah!
That's a pretty damn good beer. I mean, both of them. That's right. Please be generous to your bartenders if you grab one. And how many people here would enjoy a selfie or something similar? Maybe even a hug. All right. Here's what we're trying to do. They line it up down the wall side, if you could, to kind of create a, what I guess I would see as a reverse clockwise direction. Line up here. We'll take care of it quickly. And please drive home safely. And we'll see you back here again soon. Thank you very much.
You get over there.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta. Ooh, there's the top of my head, y'all. Alright. Gang gang. That was and you know what? See, here's the thing. Okay. I got things that I gotta say too, for sure. You come over here, Mama Yang. Little Yang Gang. So here's the thing, right? Y'all call them hecklers, right? I call them concerned New Hampshire voters who just ain't gonna vote for anybody. Y'all, these people see a lot of politicians come through here. And if you know anything about politicians, you know that a politician is full of fucking shit, right? Yeah, you know it. We all know it. That's why we call them politicians. That's why there's such a thing called politician jokes. Because we know they're full of shit. And these people are concerned, and these people are not just going to throw their vote any which way. Because they know their vote is worth something here in New Hampshire. So they're going to make sure that the candidate that they're voting for is fucking worth their weight, or worth their salt, as we call it down in the country. So, I mean, to me, they're most definitely not hecklers. Y'all, these are people who are concerned about their country and who want to make sure that they're making the right decision. You know, a lot of these people have been affected by the opioid crisis. A lot of these people have been affected by automation. So they're already experiencing these things. And so they're concerned. And where are you going to put that vote? You've got one vote that is worth a whole lot as far as like weight in the political process. So where am I going to cast that vote? As a New Hampshire voter, as a South Carolina voter, as a Nevada voter, these early voting states, Iowa. So, I mean, y'all call it what you want to call it, but I mean, I call it concerned people who want to make sure their vote goes the right way. And this is, I gotta protect the man, the math, the legend, y'all. Make sure I get up here. So, I'm going outside for a minute. I'm trying to look for the green hat guy, y'all. And if I can find him, I'm going to get his interview. Thank you for the donations that have come in, y'all. Appreciate it. I'm going to try to find these people, but like, I can't do it while I'm on here. So I got to meet the green hat guy. The green hat guy. Hey. Y'all look right there. Scream team. Lexi's taking pictures. Look at Zach over there. Zach looking tired. It's awesome. Let's just turn this around. Some kind of way, and I'm gonna make sure that I get in here. Miles, thank you, Miles, very much appreciated. Zach is the man, the green hat guy, and definitely got to make sure I get my hat signed. Better get this hat signed. We got to get it signed, y'all. And the reason that I wanted to get it signed today was because today has been such a historic day for Andrew Yang and the Yang Gang. For y'all, each and every one of y'all that are watching this live stream, y'all, this has been history today. And I wanted to make sure that he signed this hat right there on the day that he signed to be on the ballot in New Hampshire. That he filed the paperwork and paid the $1,000. Because that's going to make this hat right here worth a whole lot of money to whoever probably buys it when we auction it off towards the end of this fund. So, because we're probably going to need to raise money at some point in time for Andrew Yang. So I'll probably end up auctioning it off to raise money for the campaign, but whatever, man. We'll do what we got to do. Russell does rhyme with hustle, I promise you that. So, Yang Gang, I'm going to get off of here. We've got so much footage to come to y'all. I might leave it live. Y'all want me to leave this live stream up so y'all can watch this that's going on right here? What? I mean, what y'all want me to do? We do this for y'all, so we're going to do it however y'all want to do it. Because it really helps us when the donations come in, because we got snow tires and everything else to get. So we're going to make sure that we get everything that we can get. Yes, leave it up? Okay. I mean, I'm trying to do this, you know. Make sure that y'all click the like button, for sure. Okay, see, I see y'all want me to leave it up, man, but look, that's how we get this other footage that y'all get to watch later on, right? The heckler did say she got yanked, I heard that. Look at y'all. Look at how. Okay, the fire code in here is 60 people. Thank you, Nexus. Listen, y'all, we appreciate the $5, the $1, the $2, the EBT cards. However y'all want to do it. Don't buy us a beer. We don't care. We're just trying to, looking for mommy?
I don't want you to get hurt.
Let Aunt Corey get you to her, okay? She's gonna try to get her. Come here.
Where did she go?
Gotcha.
You almost got ran over.
Right here. All right, huh? Yeah? We had to secure little Yang Gang, y'all.
You almost got trampled.
He almost got trampled. He was looking for me, he didn't see me. He started panicking. So, wow, you want to say hi to the Yang Gang? You want to say hi to the Yang Gang? Crazy boy. Say hi. Say hi. Alright, so we're going. Alright. Alright, hold on. Somebody wants you to do the Amazon claw. Can you do the Amazon claw? Oh, snap! Alright, we're gonna turn this around so there ain't no way, so y'all ain't gotta watch. We'll let you watch Andrew. Alright. Where is Mom? You found me. We're gonna set this down, Yang Gang. get us in a position where the Yang Gang can see Andrew Yang. You gonna do that way? I'm trying to get y'all back in position, Yang Gang. Sass, you want me to get you a hug from Andrew, Sass? I'll get you a hug. But I want y'all to see, I want y'all to witness the signing of the hat. OG Yang Gang hat. The day that he signs for the New Hampshire primary. $92. We ain't gotta have that here. Just don't knock over this tripod, folks. I'm trying to keep out of everybody's old. You're swatching. Why isn't Fred wearing the math hat? I don't know where Fred is. Fred is not here. Fred is not here, y'all. So now this is how, look, this is how my wife feels standing next to me because I'm so much taller than she is. And every time that Zach comes on this camera, we have issues. So.
Hey, your teeth coming in yet? How we doing?
Zach is talking a little Yang Gang. Fred is not right here in front of us. There is no Fred.
Yeah, you still wear it? Look at this. Future Yang Gang. And this is why we do it, right?
For sure. And he's not,
we screwed up
he's not future Yang Gang, he's already Yang Gang. For sure.
Alright, we're gonna put you down.
So, we have had a historic day.
It's been a good day.
Andrew Yang. Very good day. We had some snow. And you know what, I think we yanked a lot of people here tonight.
We had an incoming fire tonight, and I love that because honestly, we don't really argue with him. We do.
Let's do it.
Zach, where are you from?
I grew up in West Hartford, Connecticut. My mom's from the South, so I'll throw y'all in once in a while.
Wait, so
you guys say y'all, and like, where I'm here.
So y'all used to have our from where?
Walk up here wearing that flannel.
Right? This thing's so warm. There's a place next to our office that sells like random.
Next to put some shorts on.
Yeah, I gotta wear shorts. You wore pants though. Wow.
I actually did wear pants. How incredible
He had
is that?
shorts on when it was snowing earlier.
So where do we go from here as far as what do you need the Yang Gang to do?
Guys, you guys have been so incredible. You're spreading the word is good because no matter what the polls are, no matter who jumps in, what narrative happens, we're steady growth. Thank you. Frankly, the move is obviously we have to start fueling the fire. So we've gone on TV, starting in Iowa, we started across the country. So the move now is to start telling more people this message. A lot of people like hurting months, give people money, and that's it, right? A lot of the Yang Gang knows all about it. So we got this like blank slate of a candidate. No one knows who he is besides us. So that's what's going to be really exciting. You saw the first ad. I think it's pretty powerful.
The guy that was for the military. Said that he was afraid I was questions.
It won't be the last time. So we're going to see, man. That's where we go from here.
We got to get this $1 million, y'all.
Also, secrets or announcements coming up. I can't tell you anything. There are some good stuff coming.
He says he can't tell you anything, but Yang Gang, you know he's doing enough.
It's been a good time. It's a perfect time. Don't forget, everything's happening. We have 3 months to the election. That's an eternity. Okay, we got a lot of time. There we go. Bye, guys. We love you.
Thank you, bro.
He's not Yang Gang yet.
All right, there we go, Yang Gang. I'm going to turn this back around. For sure. I'm waiting. Leave? I mean, not the last person leaves. I definitely want to go up here. Fred is behind Andrew. No, he's not. That is not Fred. That is my brother-in-law, Braun. Now that Braun.
Fred's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, he is. He is over there. I'm sorry. He was behind that dude. My bad. Fred is over there. Let me go over and speak. So this truck is parked outside, but listen, y'all, we got some Yang Gang stuff that we're talking to Fred about. It's like some big news. We'll try to get y'all in on this in a little bit. You know, we'll try to clue y'all in on this news that Fred's talking about. Kind of a big deal. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, we're going to do what we can. We're going to get out of here. We love you guys. Thank you, Gang Gang, so much. Y'all keep up the good work. We got to keep ganging. We're going to get out of here, and we are going to, if you want to know Yang's next step, check out his website, yang2020.com. He's got all the steps in there.
We love you, Yang Gang.
We love y'all, Yang Gang. For sure. See you on the next one. That truck offer. Somebody's talking about a truck. I'm going to have to go back.